What's good, everybody? What's good, man? I'm in here. I'm chilling, man. I'm in my bonnet. Goddamn. Let me take it off for the show, though, man. Let me take it off for the show, man, and keep my hair looking nice, man. At the house, man. At the house. How y'all doing tonight, man? We up on a late night. We about to get it in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. We gonna have a little fun, man. Y'all let me know something. Whitney 8912 in y'all area. Y'all enjoy the show.
Come in, close the door. What's good? Had it. Alright. Say no more. I'm really a chef. I could cook it up right here in front of you. What you need? Let go. Yo. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give up all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a Mexican Fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. Neighbors don't like the J's, they keep calling. Come on, I'ma keep serving the dumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and I just the city, keep fuck out my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers among me. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stab that little white hood and dip on her, I feel like OJ little homie. To the plug, the card, Malone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P fly higher than most, higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Shout out to your hoe, I just came from a throat. MOBB OG gang, oh let's go.
Yeah, go take a seat, get out the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Long as promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that repo, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the skill, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check to my heart start 3-point, working on my shot, trying to get hot. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie. I heard them talking out the side of they must do them out, them got them. They got more poppy in front of them boppers. Make a nigga dance like chopper style. Knock a nigga out his boxes. Nigga, how really be doing this shit? I don't think y'all niggas want a motherfucking problem. Fuck it, hop in the bucket. I pull up on you if you want it. Delivery any minute, my name who want it. I'm ready to fuck them on me so honey. I run up in your circle like an orange. Fuck y'all niggas, I ain't talking porn. Oh, you mad at your chick? Blowing on my dick like a fucking horn. If you point over here, might lose your arm, might lose your leg, might lose your head. I set it off for this bitch, nigga. Yeah, that's what Boosie said. Set it off in this motherfucker. Set it off, my clique all dog. Just don't make me set it off. Long time it came to my attention that niggas talking sideways by independent artists. Nigga, this where it all started. I talk all that talking. I hit him with the palm, make a nigga jump like damn. I had the crisscross and pop that pussy, nigga. You a pussy, nigga. Need this shit, nigga. Woo. In this summer heat, you need summer's eve. On the big tree out this bitch, nigga. Y'all need to fall back like autumn leaves. Shit, everybody smoking. Someone trying to find me a nigga to smoke. Okie dokie, hokey pokey, pow. Now you hear Georgia Dome. Damn, it's just look like a door. Pow. You don't see it swinging open, the bullets was singing, left them wet. Call him Frank Ocean. Let's get back to it. You must wanna meet your maker. Fin him in the ass, pussy nigga. Shaking his ass like a salt shaker. I'ma cut these niggas' asses up like Chucky, Mike, Freddie, and Jason. Social media poppin' nigga. Like a pimple, y'all gonna have to face talking all that shit on Facebook. I slap you and leave your face crook. I take your whole head off. Now they call me a face and head crook. See this head here, that's how eggs look. Yeah, that's when you crack it open. I'ma go ahead and break them down. Then roll them up and then practice smoking. Okay, turn it. Who wanna hop inside while I ride the beat? Ride slow like a drive-by. See my partner them on the other side. Look with my little thought and my guy. I'm on an 80 up in the sky. 3 fly, you're a 9. Hop out, I get my guy high five. These niggas chicken like Popeyes. I get the green like Popeye. Y'all want it beef? I got 5 guys. Wheelers on like a 5 guys fire. So far in the sky, I had to come down like a skydive. Don't look at me, don't look at I. You can't watch, it's my time. Nigga can't play with the words like this. Y'all niggas just keep on rapping like that. I got the glow and the magic. Watch me pull a nigga ass out a polo hat. Abracadabra. I'm practicing on them, cutting them open. Your partner a fucking cadaver. Can't even tell him what's happening. Can't even dap him. Y'all Bruce Lee, boy. Call me Crucial K show enough. Cause I show enough will leave a hole in a nigga like a fucking donut. Like holy moly, guacamole. I'm on a roll, roly-poly. If you didn't know, nigga, now you know it. Be snitching on a nigga. Fucking police. See, this is a given bless. Cause everything that you just heard, nothing was written. I heard and listened. And when they cooked up something up in the kitchen, I hope you're not trying to impress these little bitches. No pussy, you won't even make it to get it. Damn, pussy a powerful thing. Turn the niggas into squares and lanes. Nigga, this shit not a part of the game. Shoot your video, stay in your lane. Next time, I'ma get the pad and the pencil. Hey, boss, I ain't need much trying on these niggas no more. Got your little shot of blowing all on my dick like this.
We're about to get into it. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I know this live was a little bit at the last minute. So, you know, we're going to give people a little chance to get in here. So y'all enjoy the tunes. Y'all enjoy the tunes. Ain't going to be too long. Salute to the chat. Salute to the homie, Huncho.
Pussy niggas always changing. Just a matter of time before you see a nigga real color. Fuck ass nigga.
Only a matter of time you see these niggas real colors. Fuck them.
Molly raw, stand over nigga and pop his ass and watch his body drop. I used to have a heart and then these bitches pulled it out. I took a bullet for a nigga, I don't know what I was thinking about. Cause he pussy nigga lame and he fuck nigga chain. Same nigga like you say, but send your ass a chain gang. Fuck these niggas that's on game. Then they go up by these niggas, that's a motherfucking shame. Like I don't rain right, they throwing curveballs in the game. These niggas weren't raised right, and they mama in the blame. Fuck a 10-17 chain, I'ma walk a fucking flame that bitch and hit him in his like brain. Fly, bitch, I'm paying pain. Like some fitting now, bitch, I'm going straight to they veins. Like camouflage, bitch, I'm paying pain. Like some fitting now, bitch, I'm going straight to they veins. These niggas will use you up and then they down talk your name. Old leeching ass nigga, never let a nigga drain me. Police ass nigga, gotta watch out there frame you. Niggas devils in the sky, but they be acting like they angel. Keanu Reeves with that fire, watch out, flip him with this bangle. When this pistol hit his ass, turn that bitch into a single. I'm the shit that's in that needle, shoot me up like an angel. Like camouflage, bitch, I'm pure pain. Like some fitting on, bitch, I'm going straight to they veins. Like camouflage, bitch, I'm pure pain. Like some fitting on, bitch, I'm going straight to they veins.
Got him in their feelings. Niggas, big man. Got him in their feelings. Got him in their feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Got him in their feelings. Got him in their feelings. Big man. Got him in their feelings. Got him in their feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man.
Big man, little man. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Yo, bitch gave me that Georgia Dome. She like to turn up. Are you mad or nah? Nigga, tell me what it is, though. All day, I've been running through your bitch with my whoa. Little man, big man. Nigga, tell me how you feel. Are you mad cause I pop your bitch up? Homie, keep it real. Niggas love to hate when I get this cake. Take a bitch out, I ain't talking no date. She told me so good, put my kids in the face. I'm dipping, I'm dabbing. And fucking and passing. If I ain't mistaken, her name is Jasmine. She a pro on the pole. Got a nigga big man. Got on their feelings. When a nigga start throwing blue cash.
Got him in their feelings. Got him in their feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in their feelings. Got him in their feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man, niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man, niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man, niggas, you big man.
Yeah, I heard she real mad. But it ain't my fault, I can't fuck with a mess ass. Turn up to the fucking man. Bitch, I been in shit, you ain't even got a fucking head. But why is you really mad? Don't really wanna hit if it don't concern the cash. Got her in the feelings bad. But she can't get mad, Ben told her that it wouldn't last. Piped up, blowing gas. Bitch, like bitch, you know that we talk flash. I know why you probably mad. Because I caught a neck from that bitch that you thought you had. Why should I feel sad? Why should I even show remorse for your bitch ass? But I can't help the acting ass. And I can't really help but the swag when my flesh ass. Hit the brakes like the gas. Bought a whole 3-5, you know I had to make it last. Ran through the chat fast. But now I ain't tripping cause you know I'ma get it back. Walked and they looking mad. My whole team smelling like a whole motherfucking pad. Told the bed you relax. They don't come close cause you gon' catch contact.
Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Big man, little man. Now these niggas big blow. Y'all wear the same clothes. It ain't my fault that you're hot by the same hoes. Walk with a bankroll. Pull up on the scene. They be like, there you go. Hit him with the Rico. Step back 3 points in his face just like D-Rose. Gas up, come see. The nigga who you wanna be. Cop back. Nigga who you supposed to be. Made a nigga rest in peace. Big man, little man. Get to him, my space. I put it on his ass. We gon' do the whole thing. Fuck nigga run a full pace, leave him in the grass. Big blunts, keep a nigga focused. Make him disappear, call it hopeless focus. These fuck niggas do the mostest. All my niggas like ghosties. Come out of the night. Hit him with the right. But I ain't kinda fight. I do what I like. Lean with the Sprite. Got him in they feelings, aight. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Got him in they feelings. Got him in they feelings. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man.
All right, y'all. We gonna go ahead and get into it. I got one more thing for y'all, man. This is a skit done by my homie Crucial K, man. I thought it was real funny. So it's kind of gonna line up into what we going into, y'all. So one more video. We gonna do one more video, but shout out to my dog Crucial K for this, man. I was looking on his channel, and he did this a long time ago, but it just kind of play into what we about to talk about, what's happening right now. So salute to my dog Crucial K. This is a skit that he did, man. He funny as hell, y'all. If y'all haven't already, y'all go sub up to my homie Crucial K. Hold on real quick. So my dog did a skit, right? His skit is called An Interview with R. Kelly, the one and only R. Kelly. And he did this a long time ago, y'all. He didn't do this for this situation. But I feel like this is how the conversation should have went when Kwame talked to R. Kelly. This is how the conversation should have went when Kwame talked to R. Kelly, y'all. Salute to my homie, though.
Go outside and hit your damn cigarette. I'm Anton with you. I don't give a damn about that goddamn radio station. I told your ass I got that something like I'm some kind of one of these motherfuckers. I'm not one of these damn with you, Charlene. I'm not one of these with you. You man, you got your ass this. I had a goddamn desk doing the damn thing for this shit. Not here, shit like me. Hey, come Anton. Damn, I think R. Kelly want to see me.
I'm not even going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into this because I don't know how long he has. But today, my special guest is going to be none other than R&B legend, Mr. Panty Dropper himself, Mr. Rapist Kelly. Everybody give Mr. Rapist Kelly. I mean, my bad.
What the fuck?
Robert Kelly. All right, just tell me a little something about remember the tape that came out back in the early 90s? Do you have any? Could you have any input on that? Could you give me any type of input on how you? Was it you?
If it was you, and I asked you, did you make a tape like this? And you told me no. I said, have you seen the tape? And you say, no. And then I say, well, how do you know it's not you if you haven't made it? That's what you just asked me.
I know what I asked you, but I want to know from your mouth what America's supposed to think.
I want America to know that you can't believe everything you hear, and nowadays you can't believe everything you see.
You're right, but
it's a lot of ways to doctor a tape. There's a lot of ways to make things look like what they're not. Now, I haven't seen this tape, and I'm not interested in seeing this tape.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You're not finna you just skirt. Wait a minute. You're not just finna slide past like. You're not just finna slide past like I didn't just hear what you just said. You just said that you saw the tape, but you're not interested in seeing the tape. Nigga, did you? Nigga.
I know.
Did you see the tape or did you not see the tape? Was that you or was that not you? That's the question. You keep avoiding the question. Why you keep avoiding the question,
But
Kels?
I know that, like I said earlier, I got a lot of problems in my life. I've dealt with I'm dealing with a lot of things within myself. I'm not this perfect guy. I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm not an angel, but I'm no criminal.
I don't know about the criminal part. Anyway, the girl, Sparkle said in an interview, a later interview, she said that was her niece in the tape. She said that she grew up with it in her house, so she know that that's her niece in the tape. And she said that's you in the tape.
Absolutely not. It's not. And not only that, from what I hear, what my lawyers tell me, the girl said it's not her. And even her mom and her father said it's not her.
Her mama and her sister and the lawyer goddamn lie. Kels, do you like young chicks, man?
Yes, I do.
Did you have a sexual relationship with this chick?
A business relationship.
This nigga lying, man.
There's gonna always be rumors.
But why you keep stuttering? And was it a business relationship or was the sex the business?
Well, it was business. The relationship was business. And then it became personal.
But you just said that you would. Man, you can't lie worth for shit, Kels, man. You just told me something. That nigga lying. You just told me something completely different, man. Do you think these chicks is trying to play you out of your money? The family's trying to play you out of the money? What the fuck do you think? Is it because they say you chicken nugget?
I really do believe in my heart it has something to do with it.
This nigga chicken nugget.
To be continued on the next Anton Wilkes.
Oh shit. That shit funny as a motherfucker. Hey man, y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to run that back one time, man. Y'all want me to run that back one more time? That shit had me dying, man. I just listened to that shit before we was about to do this live. I said, oh shit, I can't believe I missed this. Oh shit, but that shit had me dying. That nigga said, this nigga lying, you chicken nugget. Oh shit, I'm gonna run it back one more time, y'all. Salute to my dog Crucial K, man. Y'all go sub up to Crucial K. You know what I'm saying? He getting new to this content creation shit, but he's real funny, man.
Cigarette. Nigga, I'm Anton with you. I don't give a damn about that goddamn radio station. I told your ass I got that talking to you like I'm some kind of one of these motherfuckers. I'm not one of these damn with you, Charlene. I'm not one of these with you. Man, you know that your ass is behind the goddamn desk doing the damn food for the ass and not in the streets like me. Get your hands on. Damn about that shit.
Kelly want to see me. I'm not even going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into this because I don't know how long he has. But today, my special guest is going to be none other than R&B legend, Mr. Panty Dropper himself. Mr. Rapist Kelly. Everybody give Mr. Rapist Kelly. I mean, my bad. Robert Kelly. All right, just tell me a little something about, remember the tape that came out back in the early 90s? Do you have any, could you have any input on that? Could you give me any type of input on how you, was it you?
If it was you, and I asked you, did you make a tape like this? And you told me no. I said, have you seen the tape? And you say, no. And then I say, well, how do you know it's not you if you haven't made it? That's what you just asked me.
I know what I asked you, but I want to know from your mouth what America's supposed to think.
I want America to know that you can't believe everything you hear, and nowadays you can't believe everything you see.
You're right. But
it's a lot of ways to doctor a tape. There's a lot of ways to make things look like what they're not. Now, I haven't seen this tape, and I'm not interested in seeing this tape.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You're not finna you just skirt. Wait a minute. You're not just finna slide past like. You're not just finna slide past like I didn't just hear what you just said. You just said that you saw the tape, but you're not interested in seeing the tape. Nigga, did you? Nigga.
I know.
Did you see the tape or did you not see the tape? Was that you or was that not you? That's the question. You keep avoiding the question. Why you keep avoiding the question,
But
Earz?
I know that, you know, like I said earlier, I got a lot of problems in my life. I've dealt with a lot of, I'm dealing with a lot of things within myself. I'm not this perfect guy. I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm not an angel, but I'm no criminal.
I don't know about the criminal part. Anyway, the girl, Sparkle said in an interview, a later interview, she said that was her niece in the tape. She said that she grew up with it in her house, so she know that that's her niece in the tape. And she said that's you in the tape.
Absolutely not. It's not. And not only that, from what I hear, what my lawyers tell me, the girl said it's not her. And even her mom and her father said it's not her.
Her mama and her sister and the lawyer goddamn lie. Kels, do you like young chicks, man?
Yes, I do.
Did you have a sexual relationship with this chick?
A business relationship.
This nigga lying, man.
They're gonna always be rumors.
But why you keep stuttering? And was it a business relationship or was the sex the business?
Well, it was business. The relationship was business. And then it became personal.
But you just said that you would. Man, you can't lie worth for shit, Kels, man. You just told me something. That nigga lying. You just told me something completely different, man. Do you think these chicks is trying to play you out of your money? The family's trying to play you out of the money? What the fuck do you think? Is it because they say you chicken nugget?
I really do believe in my heart it has something to do with it.
This nigga chicken nugget.
To be continued on the next Anton Wilkerson show.
This nigga chicken nugget. Hey man, salute to Crucial K, man. Salute to Crucial K. That was a hilarious skit, man. That was a hilarious skit, man. But let's get into it, man. Let's have a little fun, man. We just gonna man, we just going through this, man. We're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna have a little fun, man. Start calling kwame chicken nugget. Oh shit. So y'all, man, we up on the late night shift, man. You know what I'm saying? I took me a good old nap. Now I'm wide awoke. So I ain't had shit to do. So I figured I'd come on live, man, and do a little entertainment, man. We'll go over some of this bullshit that we went over, that we had a live with earlier. Now, of course, I wanted to, when we had the live earlier, I couldn't stop and, you know what I'm saying, go over shit or whatever, because, of course, you in real time, man. And when you hear this nigga crying in real time, he always waiting for a keyword so he could switch shit up. All kind of shit, man. Y'all know how this nigga do. So, you know, of course, we got to expound back over it so we can actually expose the nigga, because, you know, sometimes you got to go back over shit a little bit slower. Because that nigga, boy, he'll come on here and he'll say all type of shit. He'll say all type of shit, and you got to keep up with him. You can't let him, you know, you got to keep up with him. He'll keep going. He'll keep going. He'll keep talking. You can't stop and expound on what you talk about, because the nigga just keep talking. You might forget what the hell you talk about, because the nigga overtalk you so damn much. Yeah, he'll just overtalk you. And you're like, God damn, bro, can I finish talking? Can I finish my sentence? Tried to have a cordial conversation, and I ain't kick him off. I tried not to, you know, get aggravated with the nigga and kick him off or whatever. I wanted to hear what he had to say, because he's over here trying to save face right now. That's in actuality, that's actually what he's trying to do. He's trying to save face. He get up there, he's advocating for trying to get, you know, R. Kelly to come home. He knows what that man did. He knows there's way more evidence in court than what he wants to admit. He wants to say, "Oh man, I got the affidavit right here. I got the affidavit right. Well, send that thing on over. It's 30 pages long. That's it. That's it. Because I mean, sir, if it was a real, you know, trial, I'm pretty sure it was more than 30 pages long. I'm pretty sure it was more than 30 pages long. See, what his dumb ass did, this woman sent him a one-sided defense. One-sided defense. I ain't saying the man about all the people that came up and you know testify what the jury might have seen and all that. So let's just take a look real quick before we listen to what the nigga trying to sit here and advocate and lie for the nigga for when everything is in the news. But let them tell it. The news line about every single thing. The news ain't telling not one truth. God damn. I know the news don't always tell you everything. But when it comes to covering trials, they didn't know how the trial was gonna go, so they was just covering it. So just to do a little recap before we get into what was said earlier, let's look over. Okay, what to know about his conviction? The musician was found guilty of coercing minors into criminal sexual activity, producing child sexual abuse videos, but acquitted of attempting to obstruct an earlier investigation. R. Kelly was found guilty September 14th trial in Chicago, coercing minors into criminal sexual activity, producing child sexual abuse videos, but acquitted on attempting to obstruct earlier investigation. Mr. Kelly was already serving a 30-year prison sentence when the trial began. So what this dummy don't even know that this man is already serving a goddamn sentence before he got the 30 years. So when I said the man got 40 years, there's a reason between that. But the man was already serving the sentence. So that woman that they claiming, oh, this was obstruction of justice, it had nothing to do with this nigga goddamn getting locked up. Like he said, only reason I'm locked up because this woman came and told his lie. She was a scorned woman, and a nigga like him that always trying to blame a woman, trying to always blame the victim, he gonna fall right for that shit. He was already serving 30 years when the trial began. He was convicted in federal court in Brooklyn last year on racketeering and sex trafficking charges, y'all. The new conviction could lengthen his jail time. The trial began in Chicago. He has a long call at his home, carries echoes from his first court speculation there in 2008 when the victim, who was his goddaughter, did not cooperate with investigators, and jury acquitted him of producing sexual abuse imagery. So they had a victim. This nigga had a victim. His goddaughter was the victim, but she didn't show up to court. That's the only reason he got acquitted in 2008. The only reason. Anyway, lesser charge ass nigga. Anyway, so now they did not cooperate. Jury acquitted him of producing child sexual abuse imagery. This time, the woman cooperated. She testified that it was her who appears in the video that shows Mr. Kelly sexually abusing her when she was 14. So when that big ass dummy come up there talking about this ain't about the P-tape, this ain't about the P-tape, it ain't got nothing to do with the P-tape. It's about the same girl, you fucking dummy. Except for he wasn't just pissing on her, he was abusing her too. So this bitch ass nigga over there advocating and making excuses. This ain't, you gotta take the feelings out of this. Ain't about the girl in 2014 with the piss tape. Motherfucker, yeah, it was. It's just that goddamn he skated on the shit last time, and this time they wanted to make sure his ass didn't skate. They didn't talk about just the P tape. They talk about the abuse in the videos. The abuse is involving pissing on the female, but they talked about the abuse too. It was the same 14-year-old girl. Fucking dummy. But the new trial, Mr. Kelly and his associates were acquitted of charges that they had worked to obstruct the earlier criminal investigation that led to the 2008 acquittal. So he was on trial because they were trying to say that he worked to obstruct justice in the 2008 trial. A former employee who was also on trial, so there was somebody else that was on trial with him. That's called a co-defendant. Co-defendants usually start snitching. He was acquitted of arranging payments to people attempting to cover the videos showing Mr. Kelly engaging in sex acts with a minor. Another former employee, Milton Brown, who was accused of conspiring to recover child sexual abuse imagery. was also acquitted. So the people who were trying to cover it up, pretty much they probably snitched. They were acquitted. We are particularly pleased that Robert Kelly is finally being held responsible for the abuse of his 14-year-old goddaughter. 14-year-old goddaughter that he was abusing. The lead lawyer for Mr. Kelly, Jennifer Bonjean, said Mr. Kelly planned to appeal, and this is part of his appeal, going to find big ass dummies that'll let him goddamn, push his agenda. The trial has been an emotional moment for many in Chicago who have witnessed Mr. Kelly rise from a child of the city to a pop and R&C legend and fall from where accused of luring underage girls into his orbit. Okay, what happened in the 08 trial? We ain't gonna get into that because people don't want to know about that. Okay, but how was it relevant to the current trial? Okay, maybe we should read it so we can see how it was relevant. Okay, in 2008 trial was a result of a 2002 grand jury indictment of Mr. Kelly on 21 counts. 21 counts of child pornography, which were later reduced to 14. The case took years to go to jury. During that time, the singer debuted some of the biggest hits of his career while he was waiting on trial. Ignition, Step in the Name of Love. So that got a lot of people to say, "Oh, I like remix to Ignition, and in the kitchen." Nah, he ain't do it. The trial revolved around a 27-minute tape. 27-minute tape. The trial revolved around a 27-minute tape that prosecutor said showed Mr. Kelly having a sex with a teenage girl and urinating on her. The case hinged on whether the jury was convinced that the people in the tape were who the prosecutor said they were. Mr. Kelly and the young woman denied they were the ones on the tape, and neither testified at the trial. We already know why. They already know why. He was the biggest thing. That girl was scared. He got money. Man, come on. You ain't got to be no fucking goddamn rocket scientist. Come on now. We know money pay people to shut the fuck up. That girl ain't never lived without Kelly. Like she said, she was up with the nigga until now. Because he paying her rent, paying for her truck. She young. She ain't never seen nothing. She don't know nothing other than him. He that nigga around Chicago, a dangerous city. What the fuck is a 14-year-old girl, a teenage girl, supposed to do? She under this nigga goddamn supervision. Now, how is this relevant to the current trial? That's what everybody want to know, right? Because when I say, did you piss on that girl? Did you mess with that young girl? It ain't got nothing to do with the 2008. He was acquitted of that. Stupid motherfucker. This year's trial focused on charges that Mr. Kelly and his associate, Mr. McDavid, conspired to obstruct the previous investigation, paying off people with knowledge of Mr. Kelly's abuse and seeking to suppress evidence. That's what the new trial about. We found out that y'all nigga was lying, paying off people, and goddamn and covering up shit when the state had you. Now the feds got you, nigga. We got what we need. The state fumbled the football. Prosecutors accused Mr. Kelly of persuading the minor in the tape. Listen closely, people. This is what reading and researching does. Prosecutors accused Mr. Kelly of persuading the minor in the tape, the one that got pissed on, to deny to the grand jury in the early 2000s that she had a sexual relationship with Mr. Kelly and that it was her in the 27-minute video. They're still talking about the piss tape. They were still talking about the piss tape in this trial. They're telling you that, nigga, we know you was lying in the last trial. We know you tried to cover it up. We know you bribed the witness. We know you bribed the young lady. She wasn't young no more now. The state couldn't get you. The Fed brought it back up. They brought up the same piss tape. According to the federal indictment, This is before he went to trial now. So you can't have an affidavit without the indictment. Mr. Kelly and Mr. McDavid arranged payments and brought gifts for the minor and her parents over roughly a 15-year period to keep them loyal and prevent them from speaking to the law enforcement about the abuse. Now, when Miss Spitfire came up there, wasn't she reading the affidavit of what the 14-year-old girl was saying in court? Wasn't Miss Spitfire reading what the affidavit of what the 14-year-old girl was saying in court? This new court, not in 2008, the new court. They were talking to her again about the piss tape from 2008, but they knew she was paid off. They knew the people were paid off. They knew the instruction. That's why the nigga got charged with racketeering. See, this is what happened when you're a dumbass, 7-foot dumbass nigga and you don't know nothing about laws. You don't know nothing the difference between federal and state. All you do is just listen to what a celebrity say. Stupid motherfuckers, boy. And this is why the average people get led wrong, because they listen to these celebrities because they play basketball or because they famous or whatever. And y'all think that these motherfuckers are right when they're just following the agenda. The agenda is to make this pedophilia shit okay. This nigga is Hollywood trying to pretend like he's a normal nigga. That's why they mad at me putting all this shit on me, because I'm exposing these bitch ass niggas. Now he wonder why you ain't saying nothing about facts. Why, I mean, not fact, but whack. Why you ain't saying nothing about whack? I've said plenty of shit about whack. Nigga, we talking about you right now. Because you're the nigga that's sitting around running around like you the age gap police. You the nigga running around acting like you know what the fuck you talking about. And get mad because I exposed that you're a stupid motherfucker. Don't know what the fuck you talking about. You just go off of whatever somebody told you. Don't do no research your damn self. I got the affidavit. It's 30 pages of the affidavit. What, nigga, do you have the whole court transcript? Or you only got one side? The girl says she came up there and showed you the cross-examination. That's only one side. That's only one person. Do you got the affidavit to all the motherfucking victims and witnesses that came up? Do you have the transcript for all the witnesses, victims, and everything that was said in the court? Then maybe you can act like you know what the fuck you talking about. You're talking about one person that's a fan of R. Kelly bringing you one cross testimony of one witness. And she trying to say, she lied here, she lied here, she lied here. Nigga, the collaborating evidence matches up to whatever she said. So she could have said something that didn't make no sense, but as long as she said, yes, I was 14 when we started having relations, and then they look at a tape and see him having relations with her, nigga, that's collaborating evidence. You don't need to say no more, you stupid motherfucker. Fuck an email, fuck what the goddamn officer did. We got you on video. You could totally throw out what that woman said. We still got you on video. But anyway, let's keep on reading on. Arrangements to pay payments and bought gifts for the minor, which she admitted it. The girl said that he bought a house. I mean, not bought a house, but he paid her rent. He bought a truck. He paid for her college. He been buying gifts for her parents and all that shit. That's called bribing the witness. You don't want this girl to come out and tell what the fuck was happening. So anyway, over roughly a 15-year period to keep the loyalty to prevent them from speaking to law enforcement about the abuse. These hush money payments were part of of a broader effort, prosecutor said, to hide evidence of Mr. Kelly's sexual abuse from investigators. In 2001, after the state officials started investigating whether Mr. Kelly had been abusing the children at the center of the 2008 trial, Mr. Kelly and his associates realized that several videotapes of the singer sexually abusing her had gone missing. According to the indictment in the case. According to the indictment, y'all. After that realization, Mr. Kelly and Mr. McDavid started a multi-year effort to reclaim those videos. They know this. This is what the feds know. Hiring a man named Charles Freeman. They know everything, bro. They got names, they got dates, who testified in the trial. The man came to testify. I guess everybody a liar, though. That he was directed to return tapes without knowing exactly what was on them. Around the time of the first trial in Chicago, Mr. Freeman said he had planned a news conference about existence of the footage of Mr. Kelly having sex with a minor. According to the indictment, Mr. Kelly, Mr. McDavid, and others paid Mr. Freeman $170,000 to counsel it. The charges of receiving child sexual abuse imagery related to the effort to recover several missing videos of Mr. Kelly engaging sexual acts with a person at the center of the 2008 trial. Now, let's go into who testified. Because we heard Mr. Brown say only 2 people testified, correct? We heard Mr. Brown say it was only 2 people testified. Stupid motherfucker. So you telling me a federal charge, a federal case, they only gonna have 2 people, 2 victims. The jury heard from a woman whose testimony in 2008 was a missing piece of evidence. This is what the jury heard. Now, not back then, y'all. Testifying under I don't even know what this word say, y'all. Call me a dumbass nigga. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I'm not even gonna try. Testifying under personam, something like that. I don't know. The woman told. Matter of fact, let me see what the definition of it is real quick. Hold on, let me put it in Google real quick. Find out the definition of it. Okay. It's pronounced, let me see how the pronouncing of it. Pin name, well, they don't break it down as far. Hold on, let me play it. Suitnam. I'm sorry. She came up under Suitnam. I've heard that name before. I mean that word before. I didn't know that's how it was spelled. It's pretty much a fictional name, especially one used by an author. She came up under a fictional name, y'all. She came up under a fictional name. Pseudonym. Good knowledge power. Yeah, I see the P is solid. I never seen how it's spelled. I've heard it before. You know what I'm saying? You gonna rock out with me while I'm just going through this stuff?
I think it says people. It's small compared to see, but it says people.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm reading it out. I know it's hard to see. Because, you know, every time I pull something out of it, let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Maybe
yeah, the biggest one.
Okay.
Or the first.
Okay. All right, mute your mic, though, because you got some noise in the background. So, okay, so she testified under pseudonym, which is, you know, pretty much like a, you know, author. They put a different name or whatever, that they, you know, they got to protect this woman. She in Chicago. This is a high, you know, a person with a lot of power. The woman told the jury that Mr. Kelly, who had been her godfather, now this is the woman that got scared in 2008 and didn't testify, and it ended up getting him off. This probably the same woman that he's talking about was 95% of his case, and he's saying that they convinced her not to talk and all that. His goddaughter, y'all. This nigga was messing with his goddaughter, y'all. And y'all want to blame the woman. Oh, she was having threesomes before him. Blah, blah. Fucking sick motherfuckers. When it's a celebrity, everybody got a fucking excuse. Sad as shit. She said that in 2000, but anyway, hold on. Who had been her godfather started sexually abusing her when she was 14 years old. She said that in 2002, after law enforcement officials had obtained a videotape of the abuse, Mr. Kelly sent her and her parents out of the country. Listen to that, y'all. In 2002, when they had accused him of the abuse, The trial didn't start until 2008. Remember, she was 14 years old. After law enforcement officials obtained the videotape of the abuse, Mr. Kelly sent her and her parents out of the country to make them inaccessible to the investigators. He sent them out of the country, y'all. Goddamn. Anyway, let's continue on. So they'll be inaccessible to the investigator. When they returned to Chicago, the woman testified. Mr. Kelly urged her to deny to the grand jury that it is her on the tape and paid for a lawyer to accompany her. Now, y'all remember when and that's why I know it was funny when I just did the live with my homeboy, when I just played the video with my homeboy Crucial. But he took a clip out of the part where he was on Gayle King. So y'all heard him in real time saying, oh, well, the lawyer and the woman said that it wasn't her in the tape. Yeah, nigga, because that's what y'all been paying for. You just heard him Knowledge Power when my homeboy was, clipping up the video. Did you hear him try to make that excuse?
Yeah. He said that wasn't him, but he saw the video, but he didn't see the video.
Yeah. And then according to his lawyer, he ain't saying it's not true, but according to the lawyer, my lawyer and the woman said that wasn't her in the tape. Nigga, you was the biggest thing. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it to be. I didn't realize. I didn't know the details of what Reed really was doing until now. This one sick motherfucker.
Right.
I didn't know he was doing all this.
And then
I thought it was the video on the girl, and I was emotional.
Then you got that sick motherfucker over there trying to argue me down that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when he the one that don't know what the fuck he talking about. He ain't gonna go into.
He don't never know what the fuck he talking about.
He going over one affidavit when they cross-examined the one girl. You ain't got the whole transcript of the whole court there. You don't know how many victims, how many testimonies, none of that shit. We can agree that that officer should be goddamn arrested. She should be in trouble. Right. But that does not.
Don't mean that nigga need to be free either.
Right. But that did not make the girl come to her senses. Well, it might have did make her come to her senses because she found out that this nigga manipulated her. But it's not illegal for her to give her testimony now. You can't prove that that's what influenced her. She could have said, well, nigga, I got influenced because I came there and I seen fishy shit. And then somebody sent me something to confirm it. But I was already going to do it. Because remember when Miss Spitting Fire was up there, she was saying that the girl had then called him and said, hey, what you going to do? Because if you ain't going to tell me what you're going to do, I'm about to make a decision on my own. Did that have anything to do with those emails?
It didn't sound like it to me.
So just because this nigga coming up here trying to be a victim and doing all this narcissistic shit.
That's what he do. That's what he do. He does that all the time when he gets caught up.
Right. So you got two narcissistic motherfuckers sitting here trying to collaborate and trying to do what they do, try to make the victim out to be the corporate.
Right. Like the whole panel, there was just blaming the victim. I'm like, are you serious, bro? What if it was your daughter getting pissed on a videotape? Would you still be saying free yard?
He ain't get convicted of that. He got acquitted of 2008. But motherfucker, this trial right here is about y'all.
It's about that.
It's about y'all. They knew you did it, but they knew you flew the girl out of the fucking country so she couldn't come testify. So you beat the because you paid.
I was trying to hide tapes.
You paid the people to get away, and you paid to try to hide the tape, and you paid people to do certain shit. Now the feds got more resources than the state had. See, if she would have did that, if the feds would have had them, and she would have went out of the country, the fed would have went and got her ass. The state can't do it.
They would have sent the state troopers to go get that ass.
See, back then he had that kind of power. He had the two hottest songs in the world. So you got the label, you got everybody that's willing to make sure they protect this bag. But now,
because remember,
right?
You also have to.
My bad. Go ahead.
But you also have to remember they didn't have Internal Revenue, not IRS,
Feds.
Border Patrol and shit like that. They didn't have that until 2008.
Well, they had it. It's just that it wasn't the feds that was investigating. It was a state case. So the state ain't never got the same kind of resources as the feds gonna have, and they can't go outside of the state. So when he sent her out the country and she can't come testify, and the people that they're their main witness, which I'm assuming this is why he said she was 95% of the witness or whatever, because he never mentioned it's the same P girl.
Right, it's the same girl in the video.
Why he never mentioned, oh, a girlfriend of mine and my girlfriend got mad and she scored? Why you didn't mention that girlfriend, that girl that you talking about is the P girl?
Right.
Why didn't you mention that it was the P girl? Because he know everybody like, ho. You saying the girlfriend that you saying that got mad and went on here and went to the feds? She was the
When he pissed on
girl. She was the 14-year-old P girl, and you saying she only got mad because somebody exposed to her that you wasn't gonna lead them and you wasn't gonna never be with her and all that. That's what she was mad about. Wow. Sad. Anyway, she said that in 2002, after, well, hold on. Let me address one person real quick before we block him. Y'all can send him out of here after that. Be more legend. You have been exposed as a damn idiot fool. The views say you are not like. No, sir, you are exposed as a motherfucker that is that's actually advocating for sexual abuse, child molestation, people that lie on people and call them molesters and child abusers while they're promoting the real child abusing sex offenders. So you show that you a damn fool, that you an idiot, that you are led by a motherfucking celebrity. So we over here going over facts and evidence and not just what the celebrity called and told us and try to play on our heartstrings. We're more concerned about the 14-year-old girl. What, even if she wasn't the perfect person, let's say she used to have threesome, she used to do all this. This is a 14-year-old.
Hell, even if she wanted the shit, still,
even though you can say, oh, they still was together and all that shit. Y'all some sick motherfuckers. End of the day. So I'm not an ex-NBA player. I'm not a celebrity. So if there's 100 people in here watching my program, that is success, sir. We got 2,800 subscribers going on 29. We at 2,870, I think we at. Growing every day. This is not a 10,000 subscriber profile. This is not a 400K subscriber profile. We're doing very good for our numbers, sir. So you could go over there and hate. You could go over there and dick ride and meat eat, all that shit you want to, sir. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep exposing these bitch-ass niggas. But appreciate your lame ass for coming through. But anyway, I appreciate the view because we do got ads sent on. So every time one of y'all haters come in, y'all got to watch an ad. I appreciate the view. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button to the people that come in just to get the knowledge. You ain't got to like me, but you can at least check out my breakdown. You can say, oh, you're lying. But it'll be a bitch-ass nigga like that. He ain't even listening to what we're presenting as the evidence. He'll say, you got exposed as a liar by a nigga that was just talking. I asked him, how many victims was it? 2.
By a liar. How you get exposed by idiot and liar by idiot and liar?
I got the paperwork. How much paperwork you got? I got 30 pages of the affidavit. I know what I'm talking about. What, do you have a whole transcript of the court? Stupid motherfucker. But anyway, let's read on. Mute your mic real quick, bro. You got some noises still in the background. Okay.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay. She said, who had been a god of blah, blah, blah. She said in 2000, hold on, let me make sure. Did we read this part? Yeah, we read that part. Okay, so the woman also said that she gave Mr. Kelly's lawyer a necklace of hers that can be seen on the videotape. Wow. Hold on, let me read back a little bit. Let me start at the beginning of this. She said, now this is the girl that's testifying now, but she was the one they had her in 2008 on the videotape, but he flew her out of the country. And she was being paid to say that wasn't her in the tape, that wasn't him in the tape, even though it looked just like her. They had to acquit him. Cool. They found out that he was lying, that he was paying people. The feds picked it up. That's why he was charged with racketeering, obstruction, all of that type of stuff, and the child pornography. Now, they're looking at this same tape all over again. The new jury is. They're calling it abuse. They're not even talking about the P, but that's what they mean when they say they're looking at a video of him abusing a 14-year-old. That's them telling you they're looking at the P tape all over again. It ain't nothing about the P tape. Well, who the fuck is the 14-year-old then, motherfucker? Stupid motherfucker. She said that in 2002, after law enforcement officials had obtained the videotape of the abuse, when they got the P tape, Mr. Kelly sent her and her parents out of the country to make them inaccessible to investigators. When they returned to Chicago, the woman testified. Mr. Kelly urged her she told the motherfucking people that he urged her to deny to the grand jury that it is her in the tape and paid for a lawyer to accompany her. The same probably advisor that came up here telling Kwame all that dumb shit. She said that she falsely told the grand jury that it was not her on the videotape and that she was not sexually involved with Kelly. That's what she told them back then. That wasn't me. That wasn't him. She getting paid off. But now she went on ahead and she decided to tell the truth. Remember, he said they convinced the star witness. So I'm guessing that was the star witness he was talking about was 95% of his case. He never told us it was the same P girl. That ain't suspicious, y'all? Why wouldn't you tell us it's the same girl from the P tape, the same 14-year-old? He left that out, didn't when he called Kwame. Now, so she's telling that it wasn't her then. Now she's saying it was me, and the woman went so far. The woman also said that she gave Mr. Kelly's lawyer a necklace of hers that can be seen in the videotape. But in recent years, the woman began working with investigators. You see the girl on the video. That wasn't her. That ain't her. That ain't her. We just heard the nigga try to lie to Gail King. Well, the lawyer and they said that wasn't her or me in the video. He repeated what she wanted, what he told her to say. So in recent years, the woman began cooperating with investigators. I no longer wanted to carry his lies, she testified. Didn't that girl come up and read the transcript and said that that's what she said? And then she tried to question that. Oh, you don't want to tell the lies? Or you just decide that, oh, you heartbroken now? So they want to blame it on heartbroken because a person grows up and they realize that they've been abused. They realize what's wrong. They realize that a person been paying them off. They realize. Now they decide, well, you know what? Yeah, this is some fucked up shit. The nigga don't give a fuck about me. The nigga just trying to save his own ass, and he was a fucking child molester.
Yep.
She realized that. In cross-examination, Ms. Bonjean pointed to the woman's immunity deal with prosecutors. Yeah, she wants an immunity deal because she lied the first time. They could charge her with perjury. So they're gonna say, "Oh, you lied." Well, yeah, I lied, but I'm telling the truth now. That was me in the videotape. Look at the motherfucking necklace I had on. Look at me. I know y'all thought it was me, but I just lied right in front of y'all. Fuck it. But now I'm telling the truth because I don't want to tell a lie. You're mad at the woman because she finally want to tell the truth. She don't want to lie.
Right.
But anyway, in cross-examination, they pointed out the woman's immunity deal with prosecutors, which prevents her from being charged with perjury as the reason juries should doubt her account. That's the only reason the jury should doubt. That ain't the girl that's getting peed on in the video. There's a girl getting peed on in the video. There's a girl he's having sex with on the video and abusing, but it ain't her. So let him go, y'all.
Right.
Wow. And everybody, free Kel. We don't care he did that to a girl. As long as it wasn't that girl lied.
But when it's you though.
Okay, let's continue on. 3 other women testified that Mr. Kelly sexually abused them when they were underage. 3 other women. 3 other women. The jury heard 3 other women outside of this 14-year-old girl that got pissed on and abused and had sex with. The jury heard from several other witnesses, including a clinical psychologist who focused on grooming of minors. a retired Chicago police detective who had investigated the videotape in the early 2000s and said that the location at which it had been shot matched Mr. Kelly's home in Chicago. They didn't just have the woman come up there and tell a lie. Oh, we listening just to this woman. Oh man, that's the only thing they got. He forgot to tell us about the police officer that came up there, the psychologist that came up there, the 3 other women, the other witnesses. He read one affidavit of a cross-examination. Of course, cross-examination. Of course, the motherfuckers supposed to try to make you look like a liar. That's their job. The jury wasn't buying it. Lawyers for the defendants called several witnesses who pointed to inconsistencies in the accuser's account of the events, including one woman's claim that she was 16 years old when Mr. Kelly's first sexual abused her. Well, does that make it any better? So they tried to bring people up to change up oh yeah, man, that girl lied. That girl was lying. When she was getting pissed on, she was 16. She wasn't 14. Acquit Mr. Kelly. He's innocent. He pissed on a 16-year-old, not a 14-year-old. Wow. Let's see what else somebody said. Including one comes to account that she was 16 when his first sexually abused her, which conflicts with a lawsuit she filed that listed her as 17 at the time. Mr. McDavid was the only defendant who testified on his own behalf. He denied knowing that there was an underage girl on the sex tape and that he was helping Mr. Kelly recover, but said that he was embarrassed and sad after learning a lot of the things that I had no idea about in 2008. Okay, let's see. How did this trial in Chicago differ from the one in Brooklyn? We want to know these questions, y'all. And y'all can say, oh, mainstream media lying on him. They always lying. We should believe the nigga locked up that's on video pissing on the girl. We should listen to the nigga that's on the video pissing on the girl. It ain't this girl, that ain't him. Why are you sending out people to go find the video then? You think the feds made a motherfucking mistake on that? The trial had been similar to the centerpiece of the prosecutor's case and testimony from people who say Mr. Kelly recruited them for sex, but the legal approaches were different. In Brooklyn, Mr. Kelly was convicted of 1 count of racketeering based on allegations that he was the ringleader of a criminal enterprise that had carried out acts of bribery, kidnapping, and forced labor. Does that have to do with anything that had to do with what that woman said in court?
Not even a little bit.
Did that have to do with anything about an email or anything like that?
So he was running a bunch of other sick motherfuckers doing the same shit?
He was also convicted of 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, a sex trafficking statute.
Wow.
This is before he just went to the trial where the woman, the woman and the disciplinary officer shared his emails with Tasha K and all this bullshit that these niggas trying to advocate. This is before that. He was already convicted of racketeering.
Right.
And the Mann Act. Do I need to pull up what the Mann Act is? I seen one.
Yeah,
I seen what one of Kwame's stooges earlier today put a post up about the Mann Act and act like she was proving something. Y'all want me to pull up what the Mann Act is?
Yeah.
The Mann Act is real quick. But we getting educated right here.
Because it sounds like he was burning a bunch of other sick motherfuckers doing the same thing.
Yeah, that means he kind of had he kind of had he kind of had a ring of people that was doing, you know what I'm saying, doing this bidding for him.
These nasty motherfuckers. What the fuck?
So let me I just googled the Mann Act. So let's find out what the Mann Act consists of. Okay. And I know some of y'all know this just for people who are not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know about these sex crimes and shit. You ain't supposed to until it comes around to it. So the Mann Act made it a crime to transport women across state lines for the purpose of prostitution or debauchery or for any other immoral purpose. While designed to combat forced prostitution, the law was so broadly worded that courts held it to criminalize many forms of consensual sexual activity and was soon, let's see. Pretty much it's for people that bring in.
What does this say? It says the Mann Act, the white slave trafficking. What go ahead?
Well, they used to because they was doing that when they felt like men were slave trafficking. Say like back in the slave days, men would take girls from one state to another state to sell them for prostitution and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what that was saying. And they started way back then, and they've used that against several people. Say they use it only against black people, but they use it against white people too. You bring a 14-year-old from Illinois to Indiana, and you got them working in, you know, you got them prostituting or something like that. If they found out that that's now they call it sex trafficking, but the sex trafficking is part of the Mann Act, pretty much. So, and it's a controversial law. You transporting women for immoral purposes. Did he not do that? Yes, he did do that. That's what they proved. So you got people trying to, you know, justify that shit. You got people trying to justify, they just doing this because he a black man, and y'all always trying to use the black card when a nigga out here doing some fucked up shit.
Weird ass shit.
Shit crazy. But let's get back to the article real quick. Okay, in Brooklyn, Mr. Kelly was convicted of one count of racketeering. This, based on allegations, he was the ringleader of a criminal enterprise that had carried out acts of bribery, which that sending the girl to another country into, you know, so she can't cooperate. That's part of bribery. Kidnapping. I'm pretty sure that 14-year-old was under your care. It couldn't go nowhere. She said that. And forced labor. I don't know where that comes from, but hey, I'm pretty sure they proved that. He was also convicted of 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, a sexual trafficking statute. He was already convicted of that without her. In the trial that started in August, which was in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, the charges were just as complex. So that was in New York. Now we're in Illinois. This is where the other girl, the prison officer, comes in effect. So he was already convicted in New York.
Right, they moved him prisons.
In the trial that started in August, which was a U.S. District Court for Northern District of Illinois, the charges were just as complex. Mr. Kelly faced 5 counts of coercing a minor into criminal sexual activity. This has nothing to do with the racketeering. This has nothing to do with the shit he got in New York, y'all. He's accused of another 5 counts of coercing a minor into criminal sexual activity. 4 counts, doing so for the purpose of producing a video of the conduct. 2 counts of receiving child pornography. 1 count of conspiring to receive child pornography, and that's the shit that he was trying to get back. So you trying to get your sex tapes back, trying to have somebody find them, that's a lot. That's a crime because all of them
Right.
got you having sex with young girls. So he was convicted of 6 of the 13 counts. One part of Mr. Kelly's history that was not addressed in his illegal marriage is his illegal marriage to the singer Aaliyah. They didn't even bring this up. They could have got him on this, but she's not here. Illegal marriage to the singer Aaliyah. When she was 15, Mr. Kelly was 27. Sound like somebody we know, ain't it? The marriage was central to the case against Mr. Kelly in Brooklyn. Now, they used that case in the case in Brooklyn, but they didn't bring it up in the case in Chicago. Where a witness in Brooklyn testified that Mr. Kelly sexually abused Aaliyah when she was only 13 or 14 years old. Aaliyah died in a 2001 plane crash. We all know. R.I.P. to her. Mr. Kelly's legal team asked the judge in Chicago trial to exclude evidence related to the marriage, and that evidence was not introduced. So they didn't even bring that up, even though they brought it up in New York, where his ass was convicted at also. Is Mr. Kelly facing any other criminal charges? Yes. Nigga still facing more shit. Mr. Kelly will still face 6 crime charges in Illinois and Minnesota.
God damn.
This nigga still got to go to Minnesota for more shit. And he talking
all over the country doing 6 shit.
Unless prosecutors decide to drop the case in the wake of the singer's second federal conviction. So he done been charged in New York, Illinois, and they still got more shit for the nigga in Illinois, and they got shit for the nigga in Minnesota. All this lies, though. It's just mainstream media lying. This is mainstream media lying. We don't know what the fuck we talking about. Earz don't do no research. This is just mainstream media lying. Because Kwame Brown got all the papers. He got all the papers. I don't know what I'm talking about. He got the affidavit of the woman being cross-examined. He don't understand what the procedures in court. He don't understand that goddamn affidavit is not an affidavit of one woman cross-examination is not the whole fucking trial.
Right.
Okay, Illinois dropped it since so he must have had another Illinois state case and they dropped it. We don't know about Minnesota yet. Oh yeah, he might go live tonight. All I was saying was it's just not right. He should get a fair trial. He got a fair trial in New York. They found his ass guilty, motherfucker.
Sound like he got a couple of fair trials.
He got found guilty of racketeering. If you got 2 federal charges and they gave you about the same amount of time, they're gonna run them concurrent.
Yeah.
Now, if you got a state in a fed charge, then it's run consecutive. But see, he don't understand this type of language, and you shouldn't. If you never been locked up, I understand. But stop trying to act like you fucking know everything when you don't even understand the fucking court proceedings. You don't even understand the difference between how you get charged between state and fed. He got 2 fair ones. Even if the second one was unfair, the one in Chicago where the
first one
where the prison guard went through his personal business and you know what I'm saying, and had the girl testify, he still got convicted in New York, and they didn't have that problem. He was convicted of racketeering. Racketeering carries up to 20 years. He was found guilty of it. He was found guilty of the sex crimes. The crimes that he got found guilty of, what they just found him of, it was pretty much shit. It was less than what he got found guilty of in New York. They just got the same kind of time. Now he up here fucking crying. I want people to feel sorry for him. Get the fuck out of here. Now you got this nigga talking about, oh, I just want nigga to keep the same energy. I want nigga to keep the same energy. Why you ain't keep the same energy? You want me to keep the same energy with whack is with you. Which if that was the case, well, I should have been keep doing that the whole time. All them times I've been criticizing whack.
Right.
But in this case, okay, whack decide that he's gonna be the advocate for this man, help him get out, blah, blah, blah. That's his right. If he feel like the nigga is guilty, not guilty, if he went through all his details and all that, cool. If he feel like he knows something, whatever, cool. But I'm not, whack ain't the one over here goddamn beating on the drum talking about, yo, these nasty niggas, this nigga goddamn is a pedophile, this nigga's a molester, he slept with a teenager, he slept with a 17, been beating on that drum for 3 weeks, every live about it, all this shit. You got all these problems with niggas that you saying did this nasty act and this and that, but then when Kells come up there, you ain't got that same energy. Oh, you got all the utmost respect. And Kel, what you need? What you need us to do? You get to break down how the woman line and all that shit. I have 2 women come up here and tell the truth on me. The women that, in my case, I ain't got no real case, but the women in y'all bullshit that y'all said about me, they came right up here and said, y'all some motherfucking liars. If that was a courtroom, guess what I would have did? I would have walked home. Because the witnesses came up here and say, no, he wasn't with me when this time. I told him I was this age. Oh, we had an adult relationship. I was this age. No, that never happened, sir. So you don't want to believe the women when they come up and they speak on Earz. But now you don't want to believe the victim of a person that's been pissed on, that's been abused. Right. They were traveling with him, going state to state, and everywhere he took them and letting them fuck somebody else, that was considered part of the Man Act. We all know that nigga was pimping too. We knew that nigga was pimping too. But let's get into the crying ass nigga coming on my panel earlier today. Let's get into the crying ass nigga coming on my panel earlier today. I was gonna go over some of that love. Matter of fact, before we do that, let's listen to what this girl had to say on his panel, Miss Spitting Fire, when they was telling those details. Since we just went over the details of what went in the trial, let's see how she tried to cherry pick what it was. Because remember, she's his advisor. So she's only gonna tell his side, what's good for him. So let's hear a little bit of what she was trying to goddamn sell to these people. He had 1,700 people in the chat. This is a live that got what? 27K views. Advocating for this lying ass nigga. But see, when somebody break down the facts and tell the truth, I don't have that many views. And hey, it is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm damn proud of these 90 people that's here listening to Earz, that want to hear truth, that want to hear research, that want to hear the facts and evidence. Because we see what these celebrities do to the mind. And this is what's happening to the world. We live in a world where some celebrity can come up, tell you whatever the fuck they want to, and you can have people that's out there telling you the truth, and they'll criticize the people that's telling the truth. They'll send a whole army of fucking flying monkeys at the truth tellers. They will never get the same attention as the liars. They would never get the same. If I sat right there and agreed with all the lies and shit that Kwame tell, all these niggas tell, trust me, niggas will be in here flooded. I know that. I know that. I can lie all day and people will flood my motherfucking chat, flood my numbers, send all kind of money and all that. People don't like the truth. They don't pay for truth. They don't like the truth. I do this shit just out of the kindness of my heart.
Is sitting in jail for 30-some years because of this type of shit right here. Only thing I care about is Robert the Fox.
Okay, so this is where we stopped at the other day, y'all. Now listen to this fugazi.
Way with it.
Right.
soon as she gave Tasha K my records, and Tasha K shared them with government witnesses, what she said out of her own mouth she did, the law was broken.
So let me ask you this: why you think they didn't bring her up on charges?
Because
why you ain't ask him why did he do it or not? What about the New York trial? That is what you're saying right now. Would this have affected your sentence that you got in New York also? What about the other 3 witnesses? Would have affected that? What about the tapes that they seen or whatever? Nigga ain't never got no good question. It's always questions to help out the pedophile. We still ain't heard him ask his cousin no question. Oh, I asked him, but I asked him in private. But you come out here in public and try to humiliate my name. Try to act like I'm some kind of, and said I'm a nasty nigga and all that shit. But want to protect your cousin. Want to protect Karl Malone. Oh, I did tell his daughter how I feel about it. But you want to hide that though. But you want to come on here, dude from your neighborhood. Oh, nigga, you a nasty, you a pedophile, you a molester, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to your celebrity friends and your family, you wanna talk to them on the private. Oh, we ain't gonna do it in public, but we're gonna make you look good in public. But we know you're a nasty motherfucker, you all this and this and that.
That's how you know he's lying. That's how you know that shit.
Salute, Tina. I'm the mom listening. I must say I'm vibrating high tonight, so I can't stay and listen. I wish you all the best. See you next time. I appreciate you, Tina. Lord forgive all of us for supporting this mess, y'all. We always brainwashed at a time. Everybody over here still brainwashed. You know, they'll learn one at a time. But the shit sounds good at a point in time. You'll listen to the nigga talk all loud and, you know what I'm saying, put on the deep voice, like, yeah. It's almost like a pep rally sometimes. But if you get brainwashed, and if you don't do your own research, you'll think that the nigga telling some facts. He presents a case really good. He'll bring up people that just pushing one agenda. You'll believe that shit. Like Angela Stanton King. She come up there and push Trump agenda every chance she get. This feminist agenda every chance she get. She'll hear him right up there disrespecting black women, then come up there and speak a whole bunch of black woman shit. Just shit crazy.
Because she would have had to answer some serious questions of who allowed her to do it, who told her to do it, who allowed her to get away with it.
Right. So this is a political thing. This is going up the chain.
You know, popcorn will lead you to the theater, brother.
Hey, I want to show y'all something. Look at Your Thoughts over here. She tried to get up there and do all the old black woman this, black woman that. Look what she say. Do your research, people, and make something move, people. She want to make something move for this motherfucker. Yeah, do your research and find out this motherfucker up here calling in line trying to goddamn play victim. When the real victim is that young girl that finally got her life back. She finally don't have to look over her shoulder for R. Kelly, one of R. Kelly black SUVs to pull up and 3 big ass niggas come and pull her and take her somewhere and take her out in the woods and she get pissed on and shitted on every chance she get. And she just got to deal with it because he's too powerful. That young girl finally get to go live her life. And we over here, I ain't gonna say we, these motherfuckers over here celebrating the motherfucking corporate, the motherfucking monster. Free him. We want to hear a new I Believe I Can Fly. We want to remix to Initiate. Fucking cold.
And I'm telling you, this is common sense stuff here. This ain't nothing you got to go to college for. You can hate R. Kelly. You don't have to listen to my music. This ain't about R. Kelly. I don't give a damn about R. Kelly right now. Only thing I care about is Robert, the father, Robert, the brother, Robert, the uncle. He's sitting in jail for 30-some years.
This nigga started crying. All I care about is Robert, the father, Robert, the. Well, what about the young lady? You think she might be a mother now? No telling. Without the help of his ass coming around fucking with her, she might be a mother now. You think she want to goddamn her child to know that she got pissed on?
So as Robert the father, is he okay with what he did?
I don't know. It's his kids. Do he got any daughters? They spitting fire live now bashing her, yeah, because she's part of the R Kelly the R Kelly sector. The women that want to blame the victim instead of goddamn looking at this sick motherfucker. Oh, Robert the father. She's a mother. See, that's sad. Imagine having to be a mother going through this bullshit. She does do work in the community, but she does double talk. I'm not taking away her work in the community, but she does double talk. You care so much about black women, but you link up with a nigga that's disrespecting a black woman all goddamn day long, won't say a motherfucking word as long as they help push your agenda.
Because of this type of shit right here.
No.
I don't give a damn about R. Kelly right now. Only thing I care about is Robert, the father, Robert, the brother, Robert, the uncle, is sitting in jail for 30-some years because of this type of shit right here.
No, you're sitting in jail for 30-something years because you was abusing young women. Don't want to take no accountability. Nigga, the woman that you're speaking of right now, that came up and you saying that 95% of your shit was the piss victim. You failed to mention that. Do y'all think if he would have mentioned that everybody in here would have been like, they would have still had the same energy?
Yep. This is Kwame Brown. This shit. Oh.
Crazy.
That's all I care about. I don't care about no music, man, or singing no songs or none of that. And everybody know that's my life and that's my love. I love it. But this is not about that. This is about Robert and any other person that's getting their records, jail records, phone calls, emails, visitors log stolen.
Now look at all these motherfuckers over here. Just because this nigga on the phone crying and all that, I believe I can fly, free Robert, praying hands, True Essence, now it's praying hands. I was just a child molester, True Essence. Now it's praying hands, Kodak Black, free R. Kelly. I never stopped, Nene Loyal. I never stopped listening to your music, my brother. These are people that act like they care about black women. This young girl has a child. She's having to goddamn be fearful of her life. Don't want to carry this man's lives no more. And this nigga on the phone crying because he getting what the fuck he goddamn deserved. Nigga, lay down and do your time, sir. That's how karma works.
Out of very same people that got you in here. And it being shared with government witnesses that's in your very same case. Do you really think that if that jury would have known this, that this trial would have went this way? That's why it was kept from them.
Man, no folks would have still said, okay, yeah, that's fucked up, but nigga, we still got the video.
Right.
We still got the video. You a nasty ass nigga, you're going to jail, nigga. Jury would have still seen those videos of you pissing, beating on, whatever abuse that they said that you was doing. They still would have seen the videos.
And if it was done in 2019, I didn't go to trial to 2021, so some very high people knew about it 2 years before I went to trial. Just do the math. That's all I'm asking people to just do the math. I'm not as bad of a person. There's no way. I don't care what nobody think of me. I'm not that bad of a person. The way these people prescribe me are worse than Lucifer.
Hey, I said that same thing, Queen. Queen, when I played what me and Kwame were talking about, I said that. When you're a prisoner, you don't have the fucking rights to no fucking privacy. If that deputy wanted to look up his emails, she wanted to go through his emails 50 million times. She had the right to. You don't have no fucking rights.
Exactly.
And then when you don't have no rights now, I don't think it's legal for her to give his paperwork and his emails and stuff to a third party. We would have to look that up. Somebody would have to look that up in the law. I ain't looking it up right now. But it's not illegal for her to go through them. Now, giving them to Tasha K, that could be grounds for her getting fired. That could be grounds for her if they want to, indict her on violating some kind of oath of office or something in that manner or whatever. Cool. You can try to your lawyer could try to file a motion and say, "Oh, well, this evidence is tainted," blah 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 blah, and it's up to the judge to accept it or not. But for some reason, the rule of law, they say no, nigga. We don't consider that a crime. You think the feds didn't know about that? If they chose not to prosecute it because they probably felt like they didn't have enough evidence. That's what I was trying to say earlier, Queen. Everybody was saying, no, it's illegal. Yes, it's illegal. But nobody, if it's illegal, pull up the paperwork to show me exactly what statute is illegal in. Or y'all just talking. You might feel like it should be illegal.
But it's not.
But, like, pull up the statute where it said, matter of fact, let me try to Google it real quick. I'm going to have to ask Google because I don't know if I know how to type it. Hold on real quick. Is it illegal for a jail officer to share emails to a third party? Let me look. Prison inmate male's rights. It's different in different states. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if okay, is it illegal? Is it illegal to pass private emails and their content to a third party without consent? Okay, here, let's read what Google says real quick. So I found something that asks this question. So I'll read it with y'all. Let me share the screen. Okay, this is the question that I asked, and they sent me into a what's name to give me an answer. And I know it's probably gonna be different for different states or whatever. And I haven't read this already, y'all. So I'm reading it with y'all. The question is it illegal to pass private emails and their content on to a third party without consent? Let's see. Counsels for creators. So one lawyer says it depends upon the situation. In some business situation, for instance, there might be problems with trade secrets or non-disclosure agreements. There are other areas where privilege or confidential information requires special treatment and might give rise to a claim. Non-business situation could give rise to one or more privacy torts. Again, it depends on the nature of the content, relationship of the parties. Liability also depends upon what is done in the email. Publishing the email without permission of any sort implies that a split license can constitute infringement of an author's copyright. That's more dealing with. Let me see. Portion liability is likely to be civil. Okay, here's another lawyer answering this. As a concern, forwarding another person's emails to a third party without the sender's consent, any potential legal liability is likely to be civil rather than criminal, and would be highly fact specifics. Possible sources of liability might include, but not necessarily to, breach of confidentiality obligations, intentional infliction of emotional distress, copyright infringement, though the fair use defense easily could be available. Bottom line is there is no yes or no answer to this question that will apply to all situations. Mm. So y'all, hold on, let me check one more source. It depends on the content of the emails, whom you are passing that information to. Any generic information in emails which is not deemed confidential or priority shall be okay to forward. However, in the event that litigation, the court can still order to check the email conversation. Any information in emails which is confidential shall not be forwarded to any third party without having non-disclosure agreement. If an NDA is not there, the third party can be held liable for leaking information. The email exchange between the attorney and client cannot be asked to be revealed if it falls under these rules. The asserted holder of the privilege is a client. The person to whom the communication was made is a member of the bar of court or a subordinate of such a member, and in connection with his communication is acting as an attorney. The communication was for the purpose of securing legal advice. So you can do it as long as you're not is not a person that's as long as the person that they're handing it to is not a privileged client, as long as the person that they're handing it to is not a member of the bar of the court, so they can't be like a lawyer or something like that, another lawyer or something. And the other thing
So
is
basically, the most he can do is sue for defamation.
pretty much. And the communication was for the purpose of securing legal advice. That was none of those three. None of those three. An attorney-client privilege communication protects the confidentiality communication and not the underlying information, for instance. So when he was saying that, oh, it was his lawyer and him talking between his lawyer, but he wasn't giving it to another lawyer. So it don't matter. You can share attorney-client information to another person. You just can't share it to another person that's on the bar. See, that's why I say niggas just be talking. Do a little research and maybe you can find out what's legal. Oh, that was illegal. That's this, that. No, you just assuming that. You got your silver suit, sir. She ain't going to jail for that. There's no crime against her because she has the permission as a deputy. Even though she ain't supposed to, she can get fired for it, but it's not illegal. She sent your emails to somebody, as long as she wasn't sending it to another lawyer, she can send it to a blogger because it's not another lawyer. It's not a holder of the privilege of the client. It's not a member of the bar. It's not the purpose of securing legal advice. The Attorney Privilege Act protects the confidential communication, not the underlying information. Do you niggas comprehend? Do you niggas comprehend? Any questions, people? Nah, they can't listen to the jail call while you're speaking to you. They can listen to it, but they can't use it against you. They can listen, they just can't use it against you. Do everybody comprehend tape? Do everybody comprehend tape? That part. Y'all know Earz don't play. Y'all know Earz don't play. Since we like I say, we can do IQ tests. Some of these niggas just don't understand that some shit you could just goddamn research. Just do the fucking research. But let's listen.
Right. And I'm not going to accept that. I don't care if I die today. I will never accept that because I know I'm not. I know who my mother Joanne Kelly raised. But this is not right. The law broke the law. That's all I'm going to continue to say. Right. I thank people who support me. I thank the ones who don't. You know.
True Religion Forever. Now I ain't heard the new Uzi Vert album. I don't listen to Uzi Vert. Only thing I ever heard of him was that little shit that be on the radio. This ain't what you want. I don't even understand how that's a fucking song. But I mean, when you're in the industry, the motherfucker can make whatever the fuck you put out hot. It do got to catch a little beat, but I don't understand how it's a rap song. But I don't know. But nah, I ain't heard it. I probably won't hear it unless they force it on me.
Because I'm not, ain't nobody gonna make me hate them. I don't hate the government. I'm not against every DOP officer. Everybody knows I got officer friends, good friends of mine. Every officer, every DOP officer, every piece of government is not crooked, is not wrong. I've talked to sites and everything else, and I've been offered all kind of medicine. But there is no medicine on earth, there is no puzzle book on earth that's going to cure corruption. Period.
Mm-hmm. And damn sure
There's
don't take the
something needs to be
medicine.
done about it. It needs to be a full investigation.
Right. And
there needs to be a full investigation, sir. Okay. Do y'all think the people haven't made a full investigation? And what did they do? Because I'm just a little old YouTuber. What do y'all think people that do this for a living went and looked at when they say, let's see if any laws are broken? If I can find that little bit of information on Google, what do you think the people who are in the business of breaking down the law, what do you think they did? Oh, well, hold on. She sent the information to Tasha K. Tasha K is not a lawyer. Tasha K is not a, this is not a, whatever. Okay, at the most this nigga can do is sue. We good. Because this didn't force the woman to testify. It just made her feel some type of way. She went off emotions, yes. Cool. But that wasn't illegal. I said, it was investigated? Okay. Well, if it's investigated, they probably looked and said, okay, well, she didn't send it to a lawyer. She didn't, it wasn't attorney-client privilege. You can't hold that unless you're sending it to another lawyer. They went and looked down the steps and say, was this something that we have to address? No. At the most, yeah, it made the girl emotional. She came and talked to us. She was our star witness because she was the 14-year-old that he sent out of the country last time. Didn't do nothing illegal. You want to sue? You can sue. We got it on record. If you want to sue the woman, sue the woman. Other than that, it's not legal as in to the feds. It was not a legal act, illegal act. I'm sorry. Y'all can get in your feelings all you want to. I'm sorry. It bust y'all bubble. We just looked it up on Google, so imagine what the people say. Yeah, he's sending that nigga commentary now. He just sent that nigga $1,000 for that interview. Good clout chasing ass.
Don't take the medicine.
From a federal prison. Show me both hands.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Damn, man.
And you're gonna see something.
This is crazy, man. I can't believe something like this. This is what this. I'm gonna tell you, you got some.
Yeah, you shouldn't believe nothing like that. That's why you do research, you dummy. Not the problem. He said, I can't believe something like this. Yeah, you shouldn't, you big dummy.
Every time he open his mouth, he's telling himself.
I can't believe something like this. I can't either. That's why I researched it my damn self.
Right. Something that you should have did.
Grab my lighter. Go ahead. You can talk knowledge.
No, I said something he should have did before he ran his mouth advocating for the motherfucker.
All right. I can't believe some shit like this. Yeah, this nigga sit here and let R. Kelly goddamn manipulate him. You gotta be like, come on, bro. You on here believing R. Kelly?
What?
Out of everybody, you on here believing R. Kelly. This shit here is crazy. Right, just because you play professional sport, that'll make you intelligent.
Actually, through my experience, no, listen, actually, through my experience, them the dumbest motherfuckers on campus.
The jocks.
Oh, my mama, them athletes are the stupidest motherfuckers on campus.
Right.
Sharon's been telling me this stuff. But just hearing the conviction in your voice and hearing you on White 100, I'm like, man, this ain't.
You hear this nigga? Listen
Now he
to
crying.
what this nigga just said.
Can't believe something like this. This is what Miss. I'm gonna tell you, you got some riders on your side because Miss Spitfire and Miss Sharon has been telling me this stuff.
You got some riders on your side because Miss Spitfire and Miss Sharon, the people out of the R. Kelly sector, the people that you saw in Ignition and Foreplay and all that shit, and they were little girls playing with themselves, and they fell so in love with you that they don't give a damn about the little girl you peed on. They was hoping that they could be the girl that you peed on.
Right. They wanted to go in the shower. They got left out.
So he got influenced by some women that they don't give a damn. They just want they rock snot. They just want they snot box rock loose. However he said that shit.
Want their TV turned off.
Listen what he said about hearing his voice and his conviction. And hearing you come and cry on my platform just warmed my heart.
But just hearing the conviction in your voice and hearing you on White 100, I'm like, man, this ain't right.
I'm gonna call you back.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Spitfire. That ain't right, man. Like,
No, that ain't right. That ain't even right, man. No.
Right, advocating for it. But he wasn't advocating though.
But
he wasn't advocating.
For the actual case.
No, sounds like he's advocating to me. Sounds like he's advocating to me. So it sounds like he's advocating to me. What's not right, Kwame Brown? So he's a convicted sex offender?
It's not.
Right. And then they're trying to say that this is not right. This is illegal. It's illegal. Go look at the fucking law there. It's not illegal what the woman did. We just found out all together. It might not be right. He might got a what's the name? He might got a silver suit, but it wasn't illegal because she didn't. Tasha K is not a lawyer. She is not somebody on the bar.
She's another wretched. They run him off on social media.
Anybody could have went and did the same research I just did. Could have pulled that up, went a little deeper if you needed to. But everybody said the same shit. It's not illegal. There's not a charge to say falsifying. She didn't falsify nothing. She didn't put nothing that was fake. All she did is take his emails that he is no longer a free man. You are a state prisoner. You don't have any rights to privacy. And she was in the prison system. So she took your shit and she decided to send her personal email. That was not illegal for her to send your personal shit to her personal email. Now, you can sue her if she put out your personal shit and defame you, but you can't arrest her. You can't arrest her. She can be fired. She did something immoral that was against her code of her job. Yes. But she did not break the law. Not where she can be arrested. She can be sued. What Tasha K did might have influenced the woman, but it did not influence, it did not do nothing to her illegally. She said she showed the girl, hey, this nigga is trying to goddamn play you. You need to go testify. If she wasn't going to testify before and she started to, she didn't have to tell the prosecutor. That's the reason she decided to testify. She could have just came straight to the prosecutor and said, you know what? I'm ready to talk now. She didn't have to tell the reason of why she wanted to talk. She could have just said that. And then they went through with the case. So if the DA or the prosecutors, they have no idea that this is the reason why she's coming to tell, you can't say that it's tampering with witnesses. Because if she wasn't an official witness yet, if they didn't have an official witness list, which I don't know yet, we'll have to see. Because from our understanding, that's when she went to the feds, when she found out that the nigga was fucking with another woman. So if she wasn't already with the feds as a witness, because she wouldn't have been with him. She wouldn't have been going to see him. If she was already a witness, how would she be able to go and visit him? Because when I mentioned this earlier, when I say, well, can a person be tampered? Can you charge somebody for tampering with a witness if a person is not a witness already? People were saying, "Oh, she was a witness already. She was a witness already." How when she was going to visit him?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Because if you're a witness in the court, you're not allowed to have any
You're not
communication.
allowed to have any kind of contact, any kind of talk. He would have got a hold. He would have got a bribe. He would have got another charge for her coming to see him and all that shit if she was already a witness. So if somebody told her something and she went and got there and say, "Okay, now I'm pissed off. I want to be your witness." She wasn't a witness when they told her. So technically, you can't charge that person with bribing a witness. Am I lying, y'all? Somebody in the chat tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all can I don't mind. Because if she was a witness, she wouldn't have been able to visit him correctly. Correct?
Yeah.
Somebody tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I mean, come on now. Oh, okay. So when she was with him, the feds pulled iCloud and saw illegal stuff in her phone. But
well, then shit.
She never had.
So
they could have found all kind of stuff, and they could say, "We want you to testify." She's like, "No, I ain't. That what y'all saying is not true." And she could have said that too. She blew in the face. Cool. But when somebody pissed up, but she's not an official witness yet. They just pressing her. She's not an official witness. They were like, "We would like you to do this for us." Nah. She could keep lying, keep lying, keep lying. You know what I'm saying? Cool. She on his side. Keep lying, keep lying. She's not a witness yet. Then when she got mad, she was like, "You know what? I'll work with y'all." That's not illegal because she wasn't a witness when she got mad. Now, they might have did something to say, "Okay, since she's holding on for him, now let us get our little sneaky shit on." And they might have did orchestrate that. They probably paid that officer to do that. I'm not putting that past it. But they knew it wasn't legal for her to do it. That's why they probably had her do it.
Right, that's what they do. They always gonna make sure they do something that goes alongside the legal.
And she told them the storage info when she got mad. That's not illegal to turn a motherfucker into a snitch. It happens all the time. There might be niggas, like, say for example, because Kwame kept trying to give me dope charge goddamn examples. So let's do it in the dope charge example. Say a nigga got keys at the house, but the feds came in and bust in and they didn't have a warrant. Of course, okay, that would get thrown out. Say a nigga came to your house, bought some dope, he drove off, he got pulled over, he got caught with a little something, but he goes to jail. First, he don't want to snitch. He cool. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do the whole nigga I don't snitch shit. He's sitting in there, he done been in there for some months and keeping it real. Yeah, you calling him back and forth and you like, "Nah, nigga, I ain't gonna snitch, homeboy. Nah. And he like, "Yeah, you my nigga, this and that. And you thinking that you keeping it real, you ready to go do the time. And the feds like, "Damn, we want you to snitch on that nigga with them bricks, man. We know he got him, but we need somebody that snitch on him. I ain't snitching on my dog. So the feds like, "Damn, how can we get this nigga to snitch?" They hear your dog at home on the phone with another nigga like, "Yeah, fuck that bitch ass nigga. I would let that nigga get a life, nigga. I don't care about that whole ass nigga, that dumb ass nigga." So the feds said, "Oh, okay. Since we have measures of recording you, how about we slip this little recording to the dude that thinking that you his friend and all that. How about we just slip that to him? He don't know how we gonna get it because you can't prove it. So we use our resources. We use our government employee because she might get fired, but hell, she might get a retirement. She might get to resign. She might not get charged. So she get to go slip that to the right ear. She slipped it to the right ear. Now your homeboy here in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, "Hey man," somebody like, "Hey man, listen to this." Then you hear your ass over there talking, "Man, fuck that dumb ass nigga. Yeah, he caught the charge for me. I ain't getting that nigga out, man. I can't wait till that nigga get his 30 years, man. Shit, I'm gonna fuck his bitch." Okay. And then that nigga like, "What? Yeah, I want to work with y'all now." Nothing was done illegal. You might be mad because of how I just went, but nothing just got done illegal. He just went and did what the fuck he did because he found out you was a slime ball, and they just helped him out. It's not illegal for them to do that. It's crazy. Niggas want to find a justifiable reason to get this nigga back on the street when you just got finesse, sir.
You know what, Kwame? And that's why I wanted to thank you, because when we first started off, it was this very hate train for him. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to tell people.
Exactly. We trying to tell these people, no, this is not it. We love Robert.
We want to get pissed on too.
We like the music. It's about who we like. So no. All this evidence, no.
I would have sold my daughter to him too.
Believe all women. These girls help black girls in the neighborhood. Man, when you read, did you
believe all women help black girls in the neighborhood? What about the wow? This is a woman, y'all. Shit, crazy, boy.
You see this paper? This is cross-examination.
Yeah.
What you see on the screen. And I've been telling and begging subscribers to read.
Keyword cross-examination.
This is cross-examination.
Which is that one witness they're talking to, not all of them.
And see, when you're a big dummy like this, you're thinking that this, I guess, this means something. This is cross-examination. Would you pull up direct, man? Why didn't you pull up direct? Why you just ain't pull up direct examination and the cross-examination? Because direct examination is gonna have the woman speak the shit without you trying to trip her up with the bullshit. Just speak the facts that can be backed up, that we already got with evidence. Why didn't you pull that up, man? But you want to pull up what the defense will put. So when you're talking about, let's just say we're talking about the OJ trial. Mm-hmm. Are you only gonna pull up the side that that the prosecutor pull up? No, you want to hear both sides, where both of them messed up at. Now, if whoever wins, you can be like, okay, this was the part, the wise part. Yeah, salute Nick Lee. Yeah, we up late. You only looking at the cross examination, and a big dummy like him won't say, "Do we have the direct part too?" We only looking on one side.
You don't know shit. That's because you don't know no shit. You don't even know what they fucking tell you.
So
you don't know
so when we say that you're advocating, it's because nigga you didn't do no pushback. You ain't asked no real questions. That fake ass little pushback you tried to do at the beginning, nigga, that's cap. Oh, hey, you know everybody gonna think this is just from your last trial, so they gonna not like you because you got off on your last trial. What do you have to say to that? I bet that nigga didn't say, well, technically, it's the girl from the last trial. They pretty much talking about the last trial. They're talking about that we lied on the last trial and we covered up a lot of shit from the last trial, and they found the shit that we covered up from the last trial.
Right.
Oh, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Why he didn't say that? Why he didn't say, well, this woman that we're talking about that's 95% is the same girl from 2008 that they say I peed on, that they had me on video peeing on. I said it wasn't me. She said it wasn't me, but now she coming to say, well, that really was me. I gave y'all a necklace to show it was me. Oh, you don't want to talk about the necklace she gave to the people to prove that it's me. Yeah, I know. I told y'all it wasn't me. Back then, I was getting paid off. I was scared. This man had the hottest songs in the fucking country. I didn't want to turn up dead. So I just went on here and took my free trip to Italy or wherever the fuck he sucked.
Or he hit me too.
So I would rather me and my parents be well and alive and send us across the country than you fucking kill us, me and my family. Why did you know what I'm saying, to get this nigga off? I'd rather cooperate. Y'all can't save me because back then that was the state. That wasn't the feds. They couldn't put her in protective custody and all that. Exactly. They just wanted her to come and tell, oh, this you on the tape, we got you. The state do dumbass shit all the time. We got you. They ain't gonna protect you. That nigga had more power than the state. And y'all don't hear me.
Read it. Other content creators to read it. I mean, y'all people were just going with mainstream media. These people been lying to y'all. And we've been saying that for 2019. And Kwame, you was the first one.
You was the first one to start lying.
Right, you were the first one to say
ass nigga. But you see how you get this nigga? All you got to do is gas him up. All you got to do is gas that nigga up. Tell him, oh yeah, Kwame, you was the first one. You was the nigga. You told everybody. And then that boy, they playing this nigga like a motherfucking fiddle to push their fucking agenda. Look at the chat. Fair justice. Justice for the American people. Government never fair justice. Free R. Kelly. I'm with you, R. Kelly. Salute, bro. All the groupie shit. Great work, KB. God damn, Don Shoot. Salute to KB. True essence. Wow. All you motherfuckers said. Y'all will let a goddamn celebrity lead y'all straight to hell.
True essence trying to get hung over that balcony, boy.
Damn shame, boy. People can't think for their damn self. They just need somebody that been on TV to think for them. Tell them what to think.
You were the first one, and I've always shouted you out, but you were the first one to allow me to speak. You didn't censor me. So many censored me. Us. It was just some.
She said so many censored me. Us, the Kale sector, the pedophile sector.
Right.
Yeah, you need to
That's exactly why you were censored.
That's exactly why you were censored, because everybody, when they went and fucking looked at detail, they say, yeah, I like Remix to Ignition, but this is some sick shit.
Right.
This is some sick shit. I wanted to believe our Kels, man. But
now I realize
at the end of the day, like, come on, man, the affidavits, the transcripts, you know, the coverage, if they doing this much to lie on them, they doing a damn good job. But you can't say that they lying, but then you come and pull up the transcripts of the cross-examination, and it's saying pretty much what they saying. You just gotta have the sense to check beyond what you pulled up. You just got to check. Okay, I see what you pulled up. Now I'm going to fact check that. I'm going to go check otherwhere also. And it collaborates, but it does tell the story. You're just trying to find some kind of inconsistency, and that's what the defense is going to do. They're going to try to find somewhere. Oh, you lied right here. So I mean, you lying about everything. No. They collaborated that because both of y'all are saying this, even the defense and the what's name, that I was a 14-year-old girl brought there by my friend, by my cousin, and the first thing you said is go sit on this man's lap. Did this man know you was 14? Yes, he did know I was 14. Y'all trying to say he didn't know, but hell, I knew he knew. And even after he knew this is what he wanted, this and that. And then you have another girl come up there. She's 15. Yeah, he wanted me to put on ponytails and goddamn dress like a schoolgirl. Then you have a boy come up there. Then you had 10, 11 witnesses.
Yeah, a boy come up there. Wait, it was a boy that came up there?
Yeah, the 17-year-old.
Oh, hell. So, not okay.
That's what I'm saying. See, these people been taking transcripts.
You know boys look too?
Salute True Religion Forever for the 189 Wabbit setting him up, hook, line, and sinker, right? Yeah, a boy.
Too. I thought it was girls. Sick nasty bitch.
You think I'm capping?
Fucking Kwame Brown cousin head ass.
I ain't capping at all. They had 40 witnesses. 10 of them was ex-victims, including one 17-year-old. That's what it's been reported. Now, I guess everybody lying. I guess the only person telling the truth is Kelly.
It wasn't the same 17-year-old as Kevin's little brother, is it?
Oh shit. But if y'all don't believe me, I'll pull that up.
Praise fans, no, I've been following this. This ain't right. And when I seen Surviving R. Kelly the second time, I had to look at that again. I was like, because at first I was like, oh, that's wrong. I had to look at that again. I was like, they lied? Where do I know this from? They was
How
taking
you know
clips.
they lying, Heifer? Were you in the room too?
In the documentary, she was asking anybody you knew if see the guy was in it. You ought to know that it was a lie.
Right. That's
Well, you hold the camera.
Can you imagine your son being in jail because his girlfriend found out he had another girlfriend, read some text messages, somebody came to him and said, "Hey, we feel like he did X, Y, and Z," and got the girl to go along with it.
I'm telling you right now, Tasha K finna come for you.
She finna come for me?
Oh, she finna come for you. You had R. Kelly on here and you agreed with his wrong. Oh, she finna come for your behind.
Well, I mean, I didn't do nothing to Tasha K. I don't believe.
But you just see how simple he just tried to make that. This is when you know a nigga ain't got no fucking information. Imagine your son being in jail. He tried to play this fucking sympathy card for a fucking pedophile, a proven pedophile in child. If you look at the details, imagine your son being in jail because listen to this shit.
A documentary, she was asking anybody you knew if see the guy was in it. You ought to know that it was a lie.
Right. That's crazy, man.
So
can you imagine your son being in jail because his girlfriend found out he had another girlfriend, read some text messages, somebody came to him and said, "Hey, we feel like he did X, Y, and Z," and got the girl to go along with it.
I'm telling you right now, Tasha K finna come for you.
That's his information. Not that the girl is the 14-year-old that got peed on, that flew out of the country so they can change the story last time, and that's why your ass being charged right now is because they find out that to cover up the charge last time you flew the girl out so they couldn't testify. Now they finally convinced the girl to come fucking testify because she found out that you was a piece of shit. You were still manipulating a young girl. You got away with it in 2008 and you're still fucking with the young girl. You're still fucking with more young girls. You're still doing nasty shit when we let you out one time before.
And you went right back to the same shit.
Wow. Let me pull up. Now I went and pulled up. Let me take a break real quick and show y'all. I went and pulled up. I Googled it, and maybe they lying. Maybe everybody lying except for R. Kelly. But I put in here how many witnesses were in R. Kelly trial. Yeah, 45 witnesses.
God damn.
45 witnesses, people.
Sick bastard.
$45 witnesses. Okay. They called, let's see, who was the witness against R. Kelly? The woman identified in court by the Cinnamon Jane spent about 4 hours testifying for the prosecution on Thursday, telling jurors about how Kelly began sexually abusing her after becoming her godfather when she was 14 and frequently videotaped them together with other girls. 4 hours. This woman had 4 hours of details. And I guess that was the girlfriend that got mad and, oh, your son was molesting the girl since she was 14. And the nerve of her to finally get old enough one day and say, "Nigga, I'm finally gonna goddamn tell on you. I'm finally ain't scared of your bitch ass no more." The nerve of her. Think about it, ladies. Your son, only he in jail right now. Only thing he been accused of being a nasty, sick motherfucker, and somebody won't cover it up for him no more because he a celebrity. How dare this motherfucker don't let a celebrity goddamn molest her and take advantage and mold her and all that. How dare she don't let a celebrity piss on her.
Right, Carl. He said they used Kwame dumbass for his platform. Now she told on him, and now he's been on.
How dare she not? How dare she not let this man goddamn? Yeah, he done pissed on her. He want the shit on her too. Damn. So it said, who was the witness against R. Kelly? Star witness was who he talking about, the girl, the 95% that he never mentioned was the P girl. Let me ask y'all. Did anybody know this girl that he was talking about? Did anybody know it was the same P girl?
I mean, when he said she was 95%, I was assuming that it was her until I just found out it really was her.
You assume
So
that
I'm
it
like,
was,
what? Because she
but
said
I'm
that she
saying
was 95% of his case.
before he,
So
but
my thing,
before,
no,
but I'm saying
listen,
before.
listen.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm saying before he just came out on Whack and Kwame's shit and started mentioning this one particular woman that was his girl and the email shit. Did anybody know that this girl that he was referring to? Did anybody know she was the P girl?
Right. What I'm telling you, my thought process was when he said it was 95% of his case, that was my first conclusion. Well, if 95% of the witness is 95% of your case, then that's the girl you peed on. So that's the video they showed. But I wasn't, but I didn't, wasn't, that was my assumption until he came out and said it was her. Because if she was 95% of your case, then that's the video they showing you peeing on it. That's that girl.
It's mighty strange he didn't mention that though.
Right.
And it mighty strange he didn't mention that. After nearly a month of testimony in prosecution, let's see. Hold on, let me see. And some of the hold on. Here's 11 alleged victims. So notebook a month into here's what's been like in the courtroom. The federal trial against R. Kelly. And this is why the trial was going on. They were just reporting it at the time. This is September 15, 2021. They say the federal trial against R. Kelly in New York is now almost at the end of his 4 weeks of testimony. Dozens of witnesses for the prosecutor, including 11 alleged victims, had appeared on the stand in this case, in which the R&B superstar stands accused of running a criminal enterprise, not unlike the mob. In this case, the government says the purpose of that enterprise was to prey upon young women and teenagers, lure them into a sexual relationship. When jurors were selected early last month, June, Judge Ann Dudley, I don't give a fuck about the name, told them that the trial would take about a full month after testimony began August 18th. We're almost at that point already now, and prosecution is still laying out its argument. We don't know how many more witnesses the government expect to call, who the defense team is going to put forward, or whether Kelly himself is going to take the stand. They had so many motherfuckers, it took them a fucking month to have everybody come up every goddamn day tell this story. It seems exceedingly unlikely, however, that the trial will wrap up the next few days, and that without considering Kelly's second scheduled federal trial, they already knew the next one was coming to take place in Chicago some future time. There, Kelly will face separate charges of child pornography, obstruction of justice. Kelly has pleaded not guilty in all charges across both federal indictments. I've attended the trial in Brooklyn many days. It's been a strange experience so far, even by the standards of high-profile celebrity cases. Because of COVID protocols, journalists, public have assigned to overflow courtroom. Blah 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 blah. Hours for the court open, R. Kelly supporters lined up to snag hotly converted seats, overflowing areas, multiple disputes over seats and places in line. Let's go a little bit further down. Damn.
So he
Even this,
pleaded
hold
guilty?
on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Even his supporters is sexually harassing other supporters. Look at this, y'all. R. Kelly supporters lined up to snag hotly converted seats in the overflow areas. Multiple disputes over seats and places in line have precipitated an intervention of the U.S. Marshal and local police. After court ended on September 3rd, the NYPD arrested one male Kelly supporter who, according to police, was accused of sexually harassing another supporter. God damn, even the people who support you on some shit.
Well, so wait a minute. If he pleaded guilty, that means that motherfucker stood there and said, "I'm guilty." So what the fuck is he complaining for? If you know you're guilty.
Hmm. Hold on, let me read this a little bit, this part of it. What is a weird shadow? In the meantime, we journalists covering the trial spend our days peering at tiny figures rendering so small on screen that even the sketch artists seated in the front row of the overcrowded courtroom had considerably difficult discerning participants' basic features. So they pretty much had a hard time seeing. Some were wearing glasses, blah 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 blah. We can't see the jurors at all because again due to the coronavirus. Uh, as a result, we in the media have no idea how the jurors are reacting to the testimony they're hearing. It's anyone snoozing through long sketches, blah 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 blah. They just telling their personal experience. Day in, day out, testimony from witnesses, both those in the indictment and some who are alleged victims of uncharged crimes. Think about that. Both the names in the indictment, so those are the women that came up because they were the women in the indictment, and some who are alleged victims and uncharged crimes. They still got more shit they could put on the nigga.
Right.
Committed by Kells has rung summarily throughout the trial, and much of this has been very difficult to listen to. 6 alleged victims described being abused by Kelly while they were minors. Women have detailed being forced into unwanted sexual encounters, sometimes with other people, including strangers. Women have recounted alleged episodes of intense physical sexual abuse for breaking one of the many rules. Women have stated that Kelly had lied to them by claiming he had no STDs and finding out later after the fact. Hold on, chill, bro. After finding out later after the fact that he had given them herpes. Do I need to read that over, y'all?
Wow.
Let me read that again real quick. Women, okay, let me start right here. 6 alleged victims. I'm going to read the blue part. 6 alleged victims described being abused by Kelly. This is 6 women. This is not somebody that got a fucking email to make a girlfriend mad or none of that shit there. This is not no violation. I made you mad about the no. This is none of that shit. 6 alleged victims described being abused by Kelly while they were minors. Women had detailed being forced into unwanted sexual encounters, sometimes with other people, including strangers. Women have recounted alleged episodes of intense physical sexual abuse for breaking one of the many rules. Women have stated that Kelly had lied to them by claiming he had no STDs and finding out after the fact that he had given them herpes. Both women and men who are minors, both women and men who were minors, and they said men with an E, that not the man, with men with an E, were minors or still teenagers when they met Kelly, have said either Kelly or one of his associates slipped them his phone number after seeing him somewhere, at a show, at a mall, at a McDonald's, and wound up as one of his sexual partners. One woman said on the stand that Kelly made her have sex with another man as punishment for breaking his rules, and also forced her to have an. Hold on, chill, bro. You gotta chill. Let me read this because we gotta get this out. One woman also said on the stand that Kelly made her have sex with another man as a punishment for breaking his rules, and also forced her to have an abortion. Another described being R-worded backstage at one of the singer's shows soon after meeting Kelly. Another, Angela, a former backup dancer for Kelly, and a backup singer for Kelly's late protege, Aaliyah, said in testimony Monday that she witnessed Kelly appearing to perform oral sex on Aaliyah when the singer was just 13 or 14 years old. Angela appeared in the disclosure surviving R. Kelly. What's the name? She didn't say that on the surviving R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Do anybody remember her saying that on that?
Hell no.
So when I said earlier, you know, something about the survivor, oh, you going off of just that? No, some of the shit that went in court didn't get said. You think the woman just making that shit up? You can't make that up. You don't even have to make that up.
Who
You
would
don't even
want to
have to
make some
make
shit?
that up. This is sick motherfucker eating on a damn 13, 14-year-old girl. Turning it,
Like
man,
a
come on.
Christmas cookie.
Okay, let's continue on. Zombie-ish. Also Monday Man. Okay, here we go with the men part. Zombie-ish. Also, on Monday, a man. Now, y'all got to remember, they're reporting this as the trial is going on. They're reporting this as the trial going on. This is back in 2021. On Monday, a man who went by Alex in court, but who also was referred to in their testimony by the nickname Nephew. So he's calling people nephew, goddaughters, all this shit. Recounted being directed by Kelly to have sex with countless young women, as well as with Kelly himself. So he would have this dude having sex with girls and then make this nigga do it with him. Hollywood shit. While Kelly recorded them all on video. Now, do y'all think that they probably not had this video to collaborate what this man is telling them?
Them the videos they probably was looking for.
Because remember, the girl, she told them where the storage was with the videos. So, do y'all think one of those many 21 that they said had 21 videos, 14 videos, but it went down to 14 videos? Do y'all think out of 14 videos, maybe 11 videos, do y'all got 10 or 11 people that'll come up and tell about it? If they seen you in the video, will you come up and say that's you and tell us about it? Do you think that's not what happened? Do you think that's not what happened? Okay, let's continue on. Mute your mic real quick, bro. The background. So, okay, so also testimony that nephew recounted being directed by Kelly to have sex with countless young women, as well as with Kelly himself. While Kelly recorded them all on video, Alice said he was not allowed to talk to the women or to learn their names. He flatly described the women's demeanor during their sexual encounters as zombie-ish. Alex also said that he himself was brainwashed by Kelly. When asked by a prosecutor, why did you do what you what the defendant told you to do? Alex hung his head and said, I actually don't even know why. I actually don't even know. You'll probably ask a lot of these motherfuckers that are sitting here blindly listening to Kwame ass once they figure out he full of shit, and kind of including me. Why the fuck you was even listening to that bullshit? I don't even know. Shit can be convincing sometimes. You'll feel sorry for somebody or think that, that's crazy. In their case, the man probably thought that, I'm hanging around a celebrity. He can help me out. He can put me in better places. I ain't never been in this and this and that, this and that. And nigga do whatever the fuck they want to you. At them parties, boy. Boy, I feel sorry for what he doing and them folks be trapped at his house. That young lady that is supposed to take that drink. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Now I'm thinking about who he like to agree with. Boy.
Do you even know if he's still alive?
I see why my homegirl kind of got scared when, the whole balcony shit came up and he started talking all aggressive and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Boy, she got scared as a motherfucker. She done disappeared. We ain't seen her ass since. That nigga the hell, boy. Shit. Well, we see how you and Kel get along, my nigga. All right. Y'all got something in common. I ain't saying no molester shit. I'm just saying other shit. Control. But the women that are under his control have been under his control. They're not functioning independently. He's endangered dependency upon himself to make value judgment, to critically think, to analyze things. It's incapacitated to these women from being able to think. Oh man, to even be able to think for themselves, pretty much. It's impossible for them to think for themselves. In contrast, the defense team has ultimately sought to criticize the women as groupies. Okay, so defense tried to, put them out there and say, "Oh, all these women are groupies." Kind of what we see Kwame do when you. Okay, it could be true. The women can be groupies, right? But that don't make it where you get to abuse them and all that kind of shit. You get what I'm saying?
I was just about to say because they groupies, you can just rape them or arm with them.
Right. You can let your homeboy do whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the Hollywood way, though. I guess. I mean, shit. It might look weird to us, but that's what they grown accustomed to. So it is what it is. Defense lawyer or whatever has reported the woman on the stand if they twerk that if they twerk at Kelly's shows or in his presence as dancing suggestively meant that they deserved alleged abuse. Okay, so the defense would say pretty much. Oh, it's saying the pretty much defense kept asking women, "Did you twerk at R. Kelly shows?" If to suggest that they deserve their alleged abuse. That's pretty much, I got to tell y'all in a nigga way. They always trying to put these shits in complicated sentences, and I don't like reading people's names. Okay, the defense tried to discredit the allegations of one woman, Sonia, who believes that she was drugged and sexually assaulted at Kelly's home after going there for an interview. After going there to interview him for a Utah radio station. So one lady went there. She didn't go there as a groupie or as the fuck. She went to interview him as a journalist. And she felt like she got drugged in our word. In her testimony, she said that she eaten a few bites of Chinese food shortly before she fell asleep. Was it OSG? The what's the name asked her in the cross examination, implying that she's gotten sick because she ingested monosodium glutamate, the common amino acid presented in everything for tomato, blah blah blah, bullshit. He was just trying to, oh, you ate the wrong shit. No, the girl passed the fuck out. Nigga, you don't pass out for no Chinese food and wake up with your pussy hurt. This shit crazy, man. Kelly has a team of 4 lawyers. 2 of them have never argued a federal trial before. Nigga, that might be why you're locked up. You got fucking 4 lawyers.
The lawyers
And
are
2 of them
trash.
motherfuckers never goddamn fought a federal trial. And it often shows. Just during the defense's opening statement, for example, Judge blah blah interrupted defense lawyer Nicole Blanker and asked her for a sidebar sustained objection against her more than half a dozen times. My media colleagues who are full-time court reporters who also recover, blah blah blah. We ain't getting into all that. They're talking about how pretty much how unprofessional his lawyers was. They're just talking about music right there. Talking about Drake. Sampling some. They talking about Drake sampling some music. Okay, here's another person. It was due time is what they titled this. On Monday, a weeping Angela gave testimony about her own alleged abuse and that of Aaliyah. So this is way back. So they say that none of this shit is about the 2008 nigga. All this shit tied in together.
Right.
They talking about the same shits in every one of the trials. It's just in a different fashion. You was just in a different state when you did it, but we're gonna take the same shit you had in that state and we're gonna use it over here. If y'all got that nigga over there, we got the nigga over here. We got the same fucking people. Because you took the same girls here, you took the girl there, you took these girls here. and you did the same shit. We showing the pattern. On Monday, Weeping Angela gave testimony about her own alleged abuse and that of Aaliyah. During one tour stop in 1992 or 93 in Washington, D.C., Angela said she and a group of other teenage girls, including Aaliyah, were instructed by Kelly to stay at the hotel while he and his male associates hit the town. Hungry, the girls went to a nearby 7-Eleven for food. While outside, they ran into Kelly, who is enraged. The punishment for their supposed infraction, Angela said, was to put out and have sex with him. So when he met them as kids, y'all, he had them at the hotel, and he probably already had some kind of shit already planned, but he probably was gonna try doing it as a nice guy or some shit, go buy him some candy or some shit. 1992, Aaliyah is, I don't know, probably 14, 15. He met these girls, got them at the hotel. They got hungry, went to the 7-Eleven. He already at the 7-Eleven, probably picking up popsicles and shit. And goddamn, he got mad, and the girls didn't know what to do because he's a 20-something-year-old man, and they little girls, and they know he's saying, "You remind me of my Jeep." And he chose to make them put out to have sex with him for the punishment. It was due time, she explained.
That wasn't the punishment.
Didn't he make? Wasn't that the song he made? What was the first song? Girl, are you ready? Yeah, damn, this nigga was doing this shit in real time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, wait, so 95% of these motherfucking songs is about little girl.
It seems like you're ready. I can't sing that shit. I don't even want to sing that. I'm scared to sing that shit now, bro. That was some real shit. That was some real, like talking about rapping what you not like, rapping what you living, singing what you living.
Singing what you living.
This girl explains, okay, it was due time, she explained. Angela said, and this is Aaliyah's friend now. These are people that had to keep this shit for years. They had to wait till this nigga fell down before they could actually fight back. They could have never fought this nigga at the height of his career. They could have never fought this nigga back in 2008 when he got 2 hit singles. He with Jay-Z and he with all the biggest. Right. So, like she said, Angela said that on this occasion she refused him and suggested to Kelly that she would call her mother and let her family know what was going on. Kelly relented, saying he was just joking. So when he told all them they had to put out and all that, have sex with him, she was the only one saying, "Nah, I ain't doing that, nigga. I'll tell my mama. I'm just playing with y'all, man."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know I'm just playing. Let's go get these popsicles. Wow. So Aaliyah billboards have sprouted up around Manhattan just the past few weeks, hailing the rival for her albums, the live stream service, often just minutes after I passed underneath the version. They're talking about Aaliyah and stuff now. Okay, I think that's all. That was just a kind of update of one of the days of trial, y'all. That was just one. Just one, y'all. Of a month, that was just some of the shit that was in there. I don't need to go in no more. Let's listen back to what this one piece of damn. Now remind y'all, I won't, because I know somebody's gonna go and review this video. I am fully aware of what we just read. It's the New York district trial stuff. I'm fully aware of that. What he is saying is the one in Chicago right now is the one with the, the email scandal and all that. Right. So I'm fully aware of that. I am not conflating the two. I'm just letting y'all know what they had in New York and what he got convicted of in New York without an email person, without all that dumbass shit. Why I wouldn't even be in somebody's jail right now if it wasn't for this one witness.
No, I want to be pissing on that little girl.
This is not the same trial. And even if it is, if it got stopped in one city, it would have went through in the next city. You still had all these other witnesses. Yes, the star witness is the girl that got peed on. Of course she gonna be the star. Everybody want to know who got peed on.
Right.
Of course she gonna be the star, but these other people's story is important too. The girl that came over there just to do an interview and got fucking ate some goddamn poison Chinese food. You think her story ain't important?
Right, because I don't get sleepy until after I'm done eating Chinese food.
What about the young girl that was with Aaliyah when they met the nigga? And they just starstruck. They at the hotel or whatever, just chilling or whatever. They ain't planning on fucking. They just planning on. They just thought they would. You just, hey, chill at the hotel. They don't know no fucking better. Then they decide to go to 7-Eleven and you talking about for y'all punishment. Y'all gotta have sex with me. And you know these girls underage. And it took that one girl to have enough heart to say, no, I ain't doing that. I tell my mama. Yeah, I was just playing. But Aaliyah must have like, well, fuck it. She just or whatever. You knew what you were doing, and now that same girl say, yeah, I seen him giving Aaliyah oral sex.
Remember, Aaliyah's parents were the first parents that sold Aaliyah to R. Kelly.
Right. So probably when he met her parents, they probably like, hey, you want our daughter? Shit, what you talking about? That's probably that's what he was on. That's what he was on. Let me see what they say more about this star witness, because that's the one he's complaining about. Okay, the jury R. Kelly federal trial in Chicago Friday. Now we're back on what's going on in Chicago. Okay, everybody know that. Earz is fully aware of the different trials. What I'm saying is they use the same fucking evidence in all the damn trials. Whatever way you piss the girl off by somebody sharing emails and telling the girl that she should be blamed, everything should be thrown out. So your shit should be thrown out in all these places. The racketeering, everything should be thrown out because somebody goddamn used your dumb ass. You can't just focus on the 14-year-old girl. You made this 14-year-old girl, you molded this girl at 14. Goddamn. Don't you owe the girl your undivided attention while you're locked up? If you don't want to be locked up for changing her whole life, her being under your command.
Why you locked up?
Anyway, let's read some of this, man, so we can move on. Goddamn, they shouldn't have opened it though, but they about to make me break down all this nigga shit. It's plenty more. Anyway, we in Chicago. The jury of R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago on Friday watched graphic videos. And this is why I want to jump around to different times of the year. This is August 19th, 2022. Remember, we just read about 2021 in New York. Now, this is the one where supposedly the woman in the jailhouse sent the emails to get the woman to now want to work against him. So I guess she did that in New York, and now she's doing it in Chicago, all because she's a scorned woman, and we should never care about a scorned woman. It's just because we should always care about these good old men, those poor men that ain't do nothing but be a player. Back to the article. The jury in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago on Friday watched graphic videos that prosecutors say showed the singer sexually assaulting his goddaughter when she was young as 14. Can I read that again for y'all? The jury in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. You know that same place where they're talking about, man, I would never be locked up if it wasn't for this one person, you know what I'm saying, this main witness. Well, the jury got to look at the video, sir. Jury got to look at the video. Anyway, I just want to, back that up, slow that up. I like that I read slow. Y'all can you read slow. Yep. I just want to, but I comprehend really good. So don't worry about how I read it. Just know that I comprehend it. Anyway, show the singer sexually assaulted his goddaughter when she was as young as 14. And this is the P girl. She's the only one that was 14. Y'all show me another female that was 14. The P girl is 14. They just don't say the P girl no more.
Right.
So when I'm saying this nigga, you still talking about the P girl in 2000? Nigga, we're talking about the same fucking girl. She's the main witness. He don't even know that she's the star witness. He don't know that this ex-girlfriend that R. Kelly come up there talking about is the girl he pissed on.
Right.
This nigga here. Oh man. Y'all, the big dummy did not know that the woman that R. Kelly was referring to, when he say, yo, imagine your son being locked up because of ex-girlfriend.
That you peed on.
Because the girl you peed on when she was 14 years old is around about 30 years old and reaching conscious now and realizing what the fuck happened to her. And now she ain't even like, fuck this shit. They got you in the head, but in the headlock, I finally might have a route.
Right. I mean, you feel safe to do some shit. To say something.
Right. I got tired of being fucking locked down by bodyguards and all that shit. Your money done ran slim, so these niggas ain't bodyguarding and sitting outside my house and doing all this shit no more. Them folks got all y'all niggas. Y'all sure I'm gonna be safe? Y'all the feds? Y'all sure y'all gonna put me somewhere safe?
Right.
All right, fuck it, let's do it. I wasn't gonna do it if I knew these niggas
She
got
thought she
all
was
the control.
dreaming.
Y'all the feds? Y'all really gonna save me? Y'all really
Right.
gonna save me?
Start to your little slave girl. Yes.
So you think it's those emails, see, they were like, oh, you should arrest this officer. No, y'all niggas don't get it. They placed a FBI agent in the jailhouse to get all your emails, to get all your information. You is not a free nigga.
Called a plant.
It is not illegal for them to take your shit and spread your
They
fucking
go-
information. It don't give a
They
damn
go
who we
undercover
get
and
to.
do that.
We're gonna give it to the biggest mouth on fucking YouTube to piss you off and motherfucking now this woman that heard that you got down saying, man, fuck her, I'm gonna be with you, baby. I know I pissed on her. That's what I do. I piss and shit on her, but I love you. And they done pass her the damn tape. Hey, this nigga say you ain't look at this, listen to this nigga. And you, man, you know the nigga did it. You covering for a nigga that just he telling her. And you know what I'm saying? So you're mad at the girl for finally saying, okay, the feds, y'all gonna watch out, y'all gonna give me protected custody. Y'all gonna make sure I'm somewhere nobody can even fuck with me.
Right. That part.
Y'all gonna make sure y'all protect me and my child, because she probably got a child now. From this monster. This man has been a monster.
No, that's his baby.
Her parents have been a monster to her. For over a period of 15 plus years. It was said in the fucking paperwork that goddamn Spitting Fire was even talking about.
Wait, so the baby that she had is his?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't know. I might have to find that out. But he been locked up for a while, so she might have had a baby from somebody else. At this point,
and that's but they don't realize.
I know somebody said she had a child. I can't confirm that. I'm just
right.
We'll
the feds do that all the time, though. They will send an agent undercover inside the prison on multiple.
Right.
They're acting like they're shocked that maybe a federal agent, somebody went in there as a federal agent and monitored all his fucking emails and all that shit, and they
That's called an
seen that
undercover. That's
okay,
called an undercover cop.
and they found the way, they found a loophole in the law. It ain't no law because they didn't send it to a lawyer. They didn't send it to a prosecutor.
Nope.
If they would have sent
They
that
send it
type of
to.
shit to, they sent it to just another girlfriend. Ain't nothing
They
illegal
send
about
it to
that.
the. They send it to the quote unquote press. That's what they send it to, which is illegal. What they're allowed to do. That's their
Right.
scapegoat. Is sending it to
Yeah,
the press.
because the person that took it, it's not like she hacked into the shit. She had permission. She just, only thing she was risking was her fucking job.
You got a big enough payout to do it.
And then she gave it to a person, and now this is freedom of press. The person has the freedom to go to a person that's not yet a witness, because she was not yet a witness if she was still visiting him. I'm just saying, if she was still visiting him, she wasn't no cooperating witness. She couldn't have been their cooperating witness. But then when she decided to, I'm gonna fuck it. I feel safe now because the feds is promising me that they'll put this man away. I will no longer be in this monster's hand. I will no longer be guarded by some motherfuckers for the rest of my life. You telling me what school I went to and all that. Because remember, it came out that she'll like, I don't get to go to school that I wanted to go to. This nigga picking what school I go to. He's putting me in, he's
Right.
paying my rent. He paying, for the car, but I'm pretty sure she's been watched like a damn hawk in Chicago. Come on, man.
His own town.
Anyway, prosecutors played the video for the jury after that alleged victim, now 37. She's 37 years old. She's looking back at it. But hold on, let me back up a little bit. The videos that are key evidence in the prosecutor's case against Kelly, who is accused of producing child pornography and rigging, is 2008 child pornography trial in Cook County. I tried to tell that 7-foot dummy that the fucking trials are linked. This ain't about the 2008 trial. He was no, motherfucker. They saying he rigged the shit, motherfucker. They're bringing up the same shit from back then to now. It's just that now they got the girl that he flew out of the fucking country, so they couldn't goddamn talk to her. She was young then. She was still young. Well, not as young, but she was what? 2008 is what? 10, 15 years ago?
Well, I think she was 14 when it happened. She's 37 now.
She's 37. So she was still young. She was like 20 years old.
Right.
22. Somewhere she still wasn't out on her own. She still wasn't protected. And it was a state case then. The state wasn't going to do shit to protect your ass.
And where does he think the racketeering charge came from?
Exactly. Racketeering coming from all the fucking moving around they did and sending niggas out to go find the tapes and all that shit. All the people that they had to come testify and tell, yeah, I was out there looking for the tapes and shit. I didn't know what was on them. This is what happened when you look into the details of the fucking case. You motherfucker can't just tell you one dumbass shit. Man, there was an ex of mine. Man, she was mad. She mad because she seen some emails in between. You don't break the law to read the law. I agree. But then you have to check what is the law.
And did they actually break it?
And did they actually break them? They did some slick shit, but they didn't break the law. They're the government. They could send in the officer to get and let you email your ass away. See what dumb shit you gonna say.
Yeah, they're a long time.
See if you gonna hang your damn self. That's what the feds do. You mad at the feds for doing fed shit?
Right. They finally do their motherfucking job and y'all mad.
Y'all mad.
They finally do their motherfucking job.
They sat right here and let this nigga talk to the girl that he pissed on when she was 14, been talking to her, got all the control over for 12 plus years. Because remember, the girl spitting fire on Kwame channel, she said she was with him up until that point. He had control over her up until that point. He been paying bills.
He's been goddamn controlling where she stay, controlling
What school she
her
go to?
the school she go to. Probably got bodyguards watching her, got her scared to do anything. She can't move around.
Sitting outside the classroom.
This nigga got connects everywhere. He in the industry. He is motherfucking the Pied Piper.
Oh, Kelly, right.
This ain't no
There's a reason
regular
why he
nigga.
called himself that. Now that name hit different too.
So the fact that back then, 2008, because if you go back to 2008, that would make her around like what 22, 23. So of course, but now she's 37. She's more established. She's tired of playing the fucking games with this nigga. The folks got him by the balls. Then they hit him. You know what I'm saying? They finally turned her because the fact that you're saying that you was in the Cook County prison. They had a fucking federal agent in that motherfucker because you're a federal prison. They get to collect all your emails. There's nothing fucking secret about what the fuck you get to talk about. Even if you're talking to your lawyers, they can't not use anything that you're saying. They cannot give it to any official that is part of the bar. They can't give it to no prosecutor. But they can have a person in there that don't have any of that power. She's just a regular old guard, and she's just about to do some reckless ass shit. Just like a bitch that get in there and fuck a prisoner, or a bitch just like a bitch that sneaks in the cell phones, just like any other reckless ass officer.
And the lawyer even tells you that.
Hold on, real quick. Let me finish this point. Just like any other regular reckless ass officer that works at any jailhouse, any prison, she's gonna do some reckless ass shit. She sees R. Kelly. Oh, she's amazed with R. Kelly. She steals all his emails, and she recklessly gives it to a blogger. Okay, that does not change your fucking case because she did something to violate her job. They made her quit. Okay, they could bring up charges, but it would probably be it most likely be misdemeanor bullshit charges. If they actually do, you know what I'm saying? They actually can, but she didn't give it to a federal official. So, like, we just looked up the law. We looked it up on Google. I ain't just talking. We looked it up on Google. It's what they said, it was a civil suit.
Yeah. Most of it is press charges for defamation.
Right. It was at the most defamation. So, okay, that does not change the trial because she was not a state witness at the time because you beat the 2008 charge, right? So if he beat the 2008 charge, that's when she was a witness then in 2008. But guess what? She did not show up. That's the same goddaughter, right? It ain't coincidentally, it was a goddaughter then that they was talking about that didn't show up for trial and then he got acquitted. Coincidentally, she didn't show up to trial because she was in another country. Via R. Kelly.
Right.
So now you have the new evidence that here now, when she finds out that she's here and she has an opportunity to be safe and tell her truth. And while your ass locked up for it, she was on your side. She was gonna keep your damn secret. Cause she might have was thinking like, okay, nigga, I done came this far. I'm scared. I don't know how to break loose of your motherfucking ass or whatever. And then she finds out that shit. And by the help of them, yes, they did do some foul shit, but it wasn't illegal. That's what the fucking feds do. They steal your shit. Once you a prisoner in their system, nigga, you don't get no motherfucking privilege of privacy.
Mad at the feds for being the feds. So what?
Man, they my constitutional rights. Bitch, you were already guilty in New York. You don't have no constitutional rights no more.
Charlotte and all the other fucking states you in.
You in the second shit now. But anyway, if they arrested him for that, let's say if that's what made them arrest him because they made her turn on him. He was locked up. It wouldn't have happened if you wasn't locked up. That means they had evidence on you from other shit.
Right.
It was just one person that they didn't turn over, and it was the P take girl. And when she found out that nigga, she wasn't the main chick no more. So yes, it was an emotional thing, but at the same time, she wanted her out. She been looking for an out. She just couldn't find a safe route.
Probably had found one.
But let's get back to the reading of the article. Okay, this is Chicago now. This Chicago situation. The jury in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago on Friday watched graphic videos that prosecutors say show singer sexually assaulting his goddaughter when she was as young as 14. The videos are a key evidence in the prosecution's case against Kelly, who is accused of producing child pornography and rigging his 2008 child pornography trial in Cook County. Prosecutors, and that was the state case. Prosecutors played the videos for the jury after the alleged victim, now 37, had wrapped up her testimony as the trial's star witness. So she not only told them, they got to see it on video, y'all. This the only man. She was 95% of my trial. I bet she was if they got her on video.
Right.
All they had to do is have us say, "Man, all right, fuck this shit, man. Y'all got my back. Y'all sure y'all got my back? All right, fuck it, man. I tell if y'all gonna free me from this slavery." And you got niggas mad now. Oh man, the justice. No, I just want to make sure we get justice. I just want to make sure. I'm just saying, we make sure we get justice, nigga. What?
Justice for who?
For who? What about all these victims?
The little girl that got peed on, the little boy he got the herpes from. Who?
Anyway, the videos are key evidence in the prosecutor's case against Kelly, who is accused of producing child pornography and rigging the 2008 child pornography trial in Cook County. Prosecutors played the videos for the jury after the alleged victim, now 37, had wrapped up her testimony as the trial's star witness. That's who he was talking about. Going only by the name Joe. Name Jane. She didn't. They wouldn't even use her name during the trial, telling jurors that it's her with Kelly on the videos. She testified Kelly sexually abused her hundreds of times from the time she was 14 until she turned 18. Kelly, now 55, was around 30 years old at the time. Let that sink in, y'all. Let that sink in. Only the jurors saw the video. Only the jurors saw the video. As black screens were placed around the jury to block the media or other spectators in the courtroom, seeing the video screen and the jurors reacting to the videos. Wow. Imagine having to be a juror on R. Kelly's motherfucking trial. You gotta watch pretty much child pornography. Boys and girls. You gotta hear this shit. You literally hear what the type of shit this nigga saying out his mouth. Literally watching this nigga having other men, making women have sex with other men. You get to look at the women. You get to see if they really doing it because they want to or are they forced to do it. So you're telling me it's just that one woman's saying, okay, that is me. Look at me. Look at the video. Motherfucker, are you stupid? That is me. Here's the fucking necklace. That's me. I wasn't gonna tell you it was me because I was scared to fucking death. Now that I ain't scared, I'm 37 years old now. I'm not the 22-year-old. I'm not the 22-year-old. 6 years away. Cause they say he stopped when she was 18. So 4 years from her 18 and he paying all her bills and whatever. She still living the glamorous life. He got the fucking #1 hit on the radio. She thinking she the bottom bitch. Come on now. Anyway, the jury was shown. The jury saw the videos as the black screen was placed around the jury to block the media and other spectators in the courtroom from seeing the video stream or the jurors' reaction to the videos. The jury was shown were snippets from 3 different videos. The jury was shown snippets from 3 different videos, y'all. Totaling 30 minutes altogether. 10 minutes apiece. I guess 10 minutes apiece. Prosecutors had asked the judge to close the courtroom entirely as jurors watched the videos, suggesting any viewing of the videos by the public could violate child pornography laws. So they couldn't even let people from outside of the jurors watch this shit because you'll be breaking the law just fucking being in the courtroom by watching child pornography. But the judge ruled against them and, said the media was entitled to cover the trial. While
So that's how
spectators,
sick.
my bad, go ahead.
So that's how sick that was.
That's how
He
sick
needs
it
to be.
was.
He needs to be under that motherfucker.
The judge had to rule. Man, damn, we gotta let the media at least see it, cause we said it, we got the but god damn,
No, I don't want to see that shit.
we gotta subject to y'all to child pornography, and they didn't even give them the full shit. They just had to snip out 30 minutes of it. They had to force these people to watch 3 separate tapes, and that was enough. And they got more, cause remember that sentence I read earlier,
Yeah.
uncharged crimes and videos about. Man, they got more.
You got a
They
whole
had
damn
to show
storage
all of
facility
them.
full of them.
But we don't have to show you fucking 50, 60 tapes when goddamn we can show you 3 just to show you examples of people that we got
Snippet
right
of
here.
it. Not even the full video.
Because all them other people, they might not come. We got 3 tapes right here, and we got all the tapes right here. We got people that to tell you I'm on a tape, and we ain't got to show you all of them, do we? To show you if the nigga did it once, he did it twice, he did it 3 times. Goddamn, how many tapes we got to show you? So do you think that one woman man, stop it. Anyway, let's keep going. Prosecutors had asked the judge to close the courtroom, blah, blah, blah. While spectators in the court didn't see what was on screen, the Associated Press reports sound was inaudible throughout the courtroom. Wow, they had to hear the sound. And in one video, a girl's voice was heard repeatedly calling a man daddy. At one point, she asked, Daddy, do you still love me? The man also heard giving her sexual explicit instructions. Before judges saw those videos, Kelly's defense attorney sought to cast doubt on the testimony from the accuser known only as Jane, noting their relationship didn't end when she was a teen. Now, ain't that a weird ass narrative?
Man.
She never left him when she was a teen, so that means this is okay, right? Just because he started messing with her when she was 14, that's the whole super answer. And I'm still with him.
Call the police.
So you can do it. So you can do it if you still with him. Ain't that some shit?
Bruh. I need a spaceship.
Wow. Look at this hater here talking about you up at 4 a.m. talking about me. Lord have no life. Sir. You can he really just
he be up at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about you. I literally get blocked out of his check because I asked him if he washed his funky ass before he got up talking about you every fucking morning at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning till 8 o'clock at night. If you don't fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, we actually started about 1 o'clock, sir. But we actually talking more about your partner as R. Kelly. We just wanted to understand this, what y'all was working together on to get him justice. So we just want the truth and the facts, and if you right, sir, we want to help this man get justice. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going over the facts and evidence of what was put out there. So that's all we're doing. I hope you enjoy the show. Hit the like button. Yeah, go back and watch the replay. You'll find out a lot. But anyway, let's continue on with the reading of this. So before jurors saw those videos, Kelly's defense attorney sought to cast doubt on the testimony from the accuser only named as Jane, noting their relationship didn't end when she was a teen. So being that she was 14 and it didn't end when I don't think Jane is the same person. I think Jane is somebody different.
No, remember, because she asked to be anonymous. So they called her by Jane. Like Jane Doe.
Okay. Yeah. So, and it's the same thing that Spitting Fire was saying on his platform. See, if she was so this and that, why she didn't leave when she was still with him up until for 12 years after that? Right. That's all people say. Right. Like that shit makes some goddamn sense. Where the fuck she gonna go if her parents sold her to him and he's goddamn the biggest fucking star and goddamn? Where the fuck she gonna go without the federal protection? And that was her argument, because that's what was in the cross-examination. That's what they're saying right now. This is what the defense attorney said. Sought to cast doubt. Exactly what she brought up to goddamn Kwame's platform. The cross-examination from the damn defense. Of course, she's supposed to try to trip the girl up and all that dumbass shit. You seen the email, that's why you mad, ain't it? You mad now. You ain't mad about getting pissed on. You just mad now because you found out there's another woman. You ain't mad about being abused for no damn 15 years, girl. You need to stop acting like a victim. You got my client about to do time. You knew you was 14 years old, so you telling me all the excuses for this nigga. Now all of a sudden, oh man, he was wrongfully convicted because they broke the law. No, they didn't. We just looked it up. We looked it up. They didn't technically break the law. The officer giving somebody's email off to a blogger is not against the law. We just looked it up. Kwame Brown, go look it up, sir. Go look back at the video. It's not against the law. That's why nobody's getting charged. It's not tampering with a witness, because she wasn't a witness yet until she got pissed off. Then she became a witness. Now she was a witness in 2008, but when he got acquitted, damn, I said acquitted. When he got acquitted, the case was over. So she's no longer a witness. But they can charge him with a crime, hold him. Ain't had nothing to do with her no more. It had something to do with all the other people.
Right.
And all the other evidence that they had. But while she was still riding with him, still scared of him, still up under him, because y'all got to remember, at the time, she's only 22, 23. He's on top of the world, even though he's got these crimes alleged against him. He's got the industry behind him. So now fast forward, when the feds get involved, because back then it was the state. They don't have the power of the feds. So they want to try to bang on this shit. Well, she was with him up to 12 years. Why she didn't just leave? Nigga, it ain't that fucking easy. Yeah, you
like that.
Salute Jenny. Yeah, catch the replay. This will be a good one for the replay for the people at work tomorrow. Just check out in the morning. We about to check out in a minute. I'm just finishing up this. We got a little deeper than I thought. Shit, I didn't know it was gonna be this much information about the go through the trial. Shit. Because what he got is 30 pages of the cross-examination. I don't want to just hear one cross-examination from the defense. I want to hear the motherfucking both the defense and the goddamn prosecution, because he got prosecuted. So obviously the prosecution won. Why the fuck do I want to listen to the loser? you didn't plead your case. You did. Like, what the fuck? Who goes listening to the loser and say, man, they did that wrong, man. They didn't listen to my lawyer. Sir, two of your lawyers wasn't federal lawyers. They said that. they didn't know. Don't play with them motherfucking feds. Bitch, get you a federal lawyer. Don't go on that motherfucker with no state lawyer. What's good, Asamora? You gonna have to look at the replay of this one, Asamora. This one got the details. But anyway, let's continue on, because I know, I got people either up late or up early. I'm good. I got me a good rest earlier today. And my what I need to do today, I don't gotta be there at about 1. So I'm good. Earlier in the trial, we heard about how the sexual abuse tied the charges into this case started when Jane was now 37, just 14 years old. Jane has said Kelly abused her hundreds of times from when she was 14 until she turned 18. During her cross-examination, and this is what Spitting Fire brought up to Kwame's platform, and this is pretty much what Kelly came up to cry about. And this is where his team lost at. They didn't plead their case, and they're crying about an email to make her come up and say all of this truth. She's only coming up and telling all of this stuff that really happened because she finally found out that she could break loose of this fucking monster and be safe with the federal government.
Trying to escape.
And being that she was able to break loose of a celebrity. And now all these weak ass celebrities come to save her. Oh, what Kwame was saying? Oh, you ain't saying that about Whack 100, nigga. I said all these weak ass celebrities, nigga. Whack 100 ain't a celebrity. He's a regular nigga that made himself goddamn that put himself in the motherfucking shit. Nigga, you play ball, nigga. He's another blogger. You're a celebrity, nigga. But I talk shit about Whack too. But he ain't got nothing to do with the nigga that I'm talking about right now. I'll make a special live for Whack. How about that? Right now, I'm talking about this nigga. The nigga that been the advocate of to get away from this type of shit. This nigga said he had R. Kelly number for years.
Right.
Did y'all hear that?
So that means he been knowing he was doing this shit.
He been kicking it with R. Kelly. He knew what he said it. He said, I thought that was him in that video too back in, back then, but he got to quit it. But you still got this nigga personal number. Y'all niggas was kicking it. Why you got this nigga number?
You was at the hotel with him and Cassidy too?
So you believe that the nigga owned this type of shit, and you got this nigga on speed dial.
No favorites.
That's that Hollywood shit. You got to listen to these niggas in detail now. Kwame, what you and R. Kelly were talking about, my nigga, before all the little shit happened? See, to these niggas, as long as you don't get caught and tried, you ain't never did it.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, during her cross-examination, Kelly lead defense attorney, Jennifer whatever, focused on how Jane's relationship with Kelly continued through her adulthood. Now, ain't that's what the narrative that girl came up there to Spitting Fire came up there, and that so-called advisor came up there to tell? Wasn't that what they came up there and explained?
Yep.
We can play it. I can go and play it right now. They literally came up there and pushed the agenda. Only thing they want to say is, well, shit, it ain't so bad because he was with her till she was an adult. That's the excuse, y'all. So what, he pissed on her when she was 14 and goddamn flew her out of the country so she couldn't tell y'all that, and she couldn't cooperate in 2008, and that's why you got to quit it. and you couldn't get to it, and you know what I'm saying, you tamper with evidence, you went had people go out there and get rid of the tapes and all that. You don't know what the tapes was. She the only one knew what they was. You beat so what you beat us the first time. Now we got the federal government involved. They played a little trick on you. Yes, they got the woman emotional. So what? And she finally found her out. Broke loose of a fucking celebrity. And now her and all these victims, and yes, she was the star because the whole world, she could never show her face. If she ever once showed her face, it would be over for her and her generation, her next generation. If it was ever, but I bet there's people in Chicago right now know who that girl is, and they really didn't like her, or she because she couldn't do nothing because they probably would put her out there. So come on now, y'all got to think about the seriousness of shit like that. And y'all talking about just mad because a girl got scorned, man. Y'all know, man. Imagine your son being locked up because of a scorned girl, mad because she's sharing some emails. The law is the law. These shit's crazy, man. These niggas is so stupid, damn, man. I don't think they this stupid. They just playing with y'all. You won't play with my brain. I don't need you niggas to think for me. All right. Jane is a pivotal witness in this case. And remember, this is who he was talking about. 95%. If this woman, they got her to say what they wanted her to say. The truth. Same thing I asked when I was talking about my homegirl. I said, did she lie? No, she did not. You could be mad. You could go bring up all this other shit, mix up all the bullshit you want to. Bottom line, she didn't lie, motherfucker. You held her over the balcony, and he played with these young girls. He fucked up. It was more than one girl. It was more, man. This shit here, man. Man, please, ain't no fucking way. That nigga couldn't have called me. He'd have been like, damn, this nigga fucked me all up. I would have been asking him a question like my dog Crucial. All right, Jane is a pivotal witness in this case. With the federal charges against Kelly tied to a relationship with her that she says started when she was 12 or 13. Wow. Was you able to hear me when I just said that knowledge? Was knowledge still on him?
Yep.
Shit. I'm reading this for the first time too. Okay.
No,
Jane was
read.
Right. And this is the article, Chicago, CBS Chicago. He told us to refer to this same paper when he was telling us about the officer. So this should be credible news.
He was
And
doing girls and boys. This Kwame gonna have mixed feelings trying to stand behind his bullshit, right?
And I want the audience to know that this is from the newspaper in Chicago at the time that is pretty much taking a transcript of the day-to-day of what was going on in the trial. All right. Jane is the pivotal witness in this case, which federal charges against Kelly tied to a relationship with her that she says started when she was 12 or 13, turning sexual by 14, including threesomes with underage girls and an adult woman. So remember that girl came up there and said, oh, she was already having threesomes before she even got to court. That was the first thing she
probably
said
a part of that
before she
threesome.
started talking about the girl.
She was probably a part of that shit.
That's the first thing she was saying about the girl when she came up, because she was already trying to make sure she discredited the girl before, she even started mentioning the girl that was going to come up and testify. So we're collaborating the two stories, right? where he said that he got, you know, her affidavit or what happened with her and what happened with the situation. But like I said, I want to know what happened through everything in the trial. Nigga, don't just try to say, "Oh, if the jury would have known that the only reason this girl is testifying because she found out that R. Kelly had another girlfriend through an email that an officer at a prison sent to her through a blogger." You know, come on now. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit.
Man, it's the Hollywood shit, man. That's just like when the one came up there. Man, what color was the driver? Man, what color was my balcony? What color is it? Boy, I'm talking about media train, but anyway.
Color
Jay
was a
said,
bed. It was a pink bag. It was pink. What the fuck? Look what color it was. Nigga, you had a van, bitch.
right. So Jane said many of those sex acts were recorded by Kelly. And 3 such videos are part of the evidence in this trial, in her testimony in particular. So she's saying, yep, it's me and every one of them. I started when I met him when I was 12. He hung around till I was 14. Started having sex. He putting it on video. He peed on me. So that little first time she showed up and sat on his lap and Sparkle brought her to her, shit, that wasn't true. He was already having his eye on her. That was his goddaughter. You don't get a goddaughter by being under adult. You got to be old enough to have goddamn to be a goddaddy.
Be a daddy, period.
Yeah. So this is his so-called goddaughter, y'all. Bonjean questioned Jane repeatedly about her relationship with Kelly, documented contact between them all the way up to January 2019. So they were talking all the way up to 2019. So remind y'all, that's 8 years after 2008, which he had her hiding overseas in another country. So imagine her having to come back and, now she's roughly what, about 30, going on, close around the late 20s, early 30s. You still have to find out how to fucking survive around coming back to the States. What's going on? Y'all just let this nigga get away. Shit. You talking about a damn relationship? The fuck? Nigga, this nigga been locked up. Jane confirmed she lived with Kelly and his wife in the early 2000s and was involved in a sexual relationship with the couple. She also testified about the financial help she received from Kelly after ending things and moving out at age 26, recalling intimate times together after the breakup. So she might have did love him, whatever. She goes from 14 to 26. She's accepting. You ain't got no choice but to accept the nigga with the wife. You know what I'm saying? He's remixed to a Nishan nigga. Where else the fuck do she go? Her parents done sold it to her. What the fuck does she go? Now she finally do get away or whatever, 26. Obviously, that's the early 2000s. This before the charges and shit come.
And now she believes she can fly away from that nigga.
Bonjean also questioned Jean about friendly text exchanges between her and Kelly for 2018, 2019. So the fuck what? I don't want the nigga to kill me. I ain't mad. But nigga, you were dead ass wrong. Including text James sent before and after disclosure, surviving R. Kelly was released in 2019. Asked why, after all these years and continued relationship until her adulthood, Jane came forward and testified against Kelly now. Jane said, I no longer want to carry his lies. So when asked why, I'm sorry, y'all. When asked why, I must have missed the when asked why. No, it wasn't no ask why. It just say ask why after all these years and continued relationship in her adulthood, And this is what old girl said on Spitting Fire on Kwame's channel too. She no longer want to continue his lies. But what she said right after she said that, no, bitch, you no longer was gonna get paid or whatever it is. You no longer want, you know what I'm saying? They find some other reason. Or because you mad because of the other woman or something like that. It ain't your time no more. So okay, she's supposed to go ride off in the sunset, know about all this abuse that she done went through, and know that is really fucking her up, knowing that the rest of her life is fucked up. Know that this nigga is roasted anyway. But if he ain't roasted, nigga, she don't want to be goddamn this nigga in control of her life no more. Ask why, after all these years, you continue the relationship until her adulthood. Like she had a fucking choice. Jane came forward and testified against Kelly now. Jane said, I no longer want to carry his lies. Until the trial, Jane and her family have publicly denied she was abused. Of course they have, because they got paid off. But it's on fucking video. You'll have it on video. The person right there saying, man, yeah. No, you didn't. And then they'll have to admit what they did wrong. And Jane has testified she lied to a Cook County grand jury before in 2008 child pornography trial where Kelly was acquitted. She admitted she lied. Jane and both of her parents were granted immunity in this trial, but her father has then since passed away. So they was gonna lock his ass up, but he done passed away. God damn. And she about when pushed by Kelly's attorney on the possibility of restitution paid to her, should Kelly be convicted, Jane said restitution didn't weigh into her decision to testify, insisting she has not decided whether to seek restitution from Kelly. Kelly is on trial on a 13-count indictment, including child pornography and obstruction of justice, and charges to associated former business manager Daryl McDavid and former assistant Milton Brown, and are being tried alongside them. Trials are expected to last 4 weeks, and this is what was going on during the trial, as I said before. Man. And y'all can look this shit up yourself. I ain't gotta keep. Shit. You can look at it your damn self. All information. But some niggas hate being wrong, but hey, I'm glad that you like I say, y'all working on that plan to get the man free. Hey, shout out to you. Y'all was talking about justice. Hey, make sure you get justice.
Hey, Orlando. Earn up to $780 a month by helping people.
Side question: how did you 50?
Ah, shit.
Go outside and hit your damn cigarette. I need you to go. Nigga, I'm Anton with you. I don't give a damn about that goddamn radio station. I told your ass I got that something to be like I'm some kind of one of these motherfuckers. I'm not one of these damn with you, Charlene. I'm not one of these with you. You man, you let your ass is. I had a goddamn next to the damn food for the ass and not in the streets like me. Bitch, I'm Anton. Damn, I think
Bro, this shit is not political, bro. Y'all need to stop that shit, bro. It ain't shit political about this shit. This nigga got caught being a Hollywood creep, and it's a lot of these niggas that need to be goddamn locked away just like his ass. He just took that shit to the extreme. I need to cut that bullshit. Ain't shit political about that shit. If you go back and look at this screen where I looked up, is it goddamn illegal for somebody to share your personal emails from even if you're an officer? It's not illegal. He could sue her, but it's not illegal. And if she wasn't a witness yet, and if she was a witness back then, they already had him on racketeering charges because they found out the nigga flew the woman into another country. Nigga, I'll never be locked up for having a relationship with a motherfucking adult, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You got life fucked up. Got me fucked up, nigga. I ain't never did no pedophilia shit, nigga. Talking about emancipation, nigga. You need to go learn what the fuck emancipation is, nigga. That ain't had nothing to do with goddamn my relationship. I was just giving you an example of what a person, what you have to do as a person if you're out on your own and you already graduated, or you know what I'm saying, and you're living as an adult. I ain't have shit to do with our relationship. Y'all niggas try to make something out of that shit. Talk about a nigga supposed to be locked up for having an adult relationship. Got life fucked up because a nigga done lied to you and try to goddamn make a nigga 25 and 17 when it's a 24 and 18 situation. But anyway.
Don't waste any time. We're just gonna get right into this because I don't know how long he has. But today my special guest is gonna be none other than R&B legend, Mr. Penny Dropper himself, Mr. Rapist Kelly. Everybody give Mr. Rapist Kelly. I mean, my bad. Robert Kelly. All right, just tell me a little something about remember the tape that came out back in the early 90s? Do you have any? Could you have any input on that? Could you give me any type of input on how you? Was it you?
If it was you, and I asked you, did you make a tape like this? And you told me no. I said, have you seen the tape? And you say, no. And then I say, well, how do you know it's not you if you haven't made it? That's what you just asked me.
I know what I asked you, but I want to know from your mouth what America's supposed to think.
I want America to know that you can't believe everything you hear, and nowadays you can't believe everything you see.
You're right, but
it's a lot of ways to doctor a tape. There's a lot of ways to make things look like what they're not. Now, I haven't seen this tape, and I'm not interested in seeing this tape.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. You're not finna you just skirt. Wait a minute. You're not just finna slide past like. You're not just finna slide past like I didn't just hear what you just said. You just said that you saw the tape, but you're not interested in seeing the tape. Nigga, did you? Nigga.
I know.
Did you see the tape or did you not see the tape? Was that you or was that not you? That's the question. You keep avoiding the question. Why you keep avoiding the question,
But
Earz?
I know that, like I said earlier, I got a lot of problems in my life. I've dealt with a lot of, I'm dealing with a lot of things within myself. I'm not this perfect guy. I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm not an angel, but I'm no criminal.
I don't know about the criminal part. Anyway, the girl, Sparkle said in an interview, a later interview, she said that was her niece in the tape. She said that she grew up with it in her house, so she know that that's her niece in the tape. And she said that's you in the tape.
Absolutely not. It's not. And not only that, from what I hear, what my lawyers tell me, the girl said it's not her. And even her mom and her father said it's not her.
Her mama and her sister and the lawyer goddamn lie. Kels, do you like young chicks, man?
Yes, I do.
Did you have a sexual relationship with this chick?
A business relationship.
This nigga lying, man.
There's gonna always be rumors and
But why you keep stuttering? And was it a business relationship or was the sex the business?
Well, it was business. The relationship was business. And then it became personal.
But you just said that you would. Man, you can't lie worth for shit, Kels, man. You just told me something. That nigga lying. You just told me something completely different, man. Do you think these chicks is trying to play you out of your money? The family's trying to play you out of the money? What the fuck do you think? Is it because they say you chicken nugget?
I really do believe in my heart it has something to do with it.
This nigga chicken nugget.
To be continued.
Nah, this is just a prodigy. That's just that's Crucial Cake. He did this a year. He did this probably like 2 years ago. Let me see when he did this. He did this shit a year ago. And it just came in perfect timing right now. Ah, shit. That shit was perfect timing. Anyway, man, I'm going to get out of here. I'm gonna touch some more on this shit, man, because I'm just amazed. I'm really amazed, y'all. For real, for real. So, I get with y'all a little later. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're just waking up, man, this is one that you're gonna need to look at the replay. It was very informative. God damn, y'all. These niggas I'm listening to this nigga talking all weird about me and shit. It kind of make me want to play around and do make little weird because I was never mind. I was mocking goddamn somebody else earlier, but I never mind. We ain't gonna get into that. Y'all have a good night, man, or a good morning, whatever it is, wherever you at. Wickmade 912. I'm out y'all area.
Got him in they feelings. 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 Niggas, you big man. Big man, little man. Big man, little man. Niggas, you big man.